My precious child, I have set something significant in motion just for you. This is not simply a hopeful thought. It is a definite sign, a specific outcome coming directly from me. Circumstances are changing around you, and this particular shift is intended precisely for you. It bears your mark upon it. This coming week holds a pivotal point. A quiet movement will begin and an inner knowing will be heard. What you have been waiting for will finally become evident, and when it does, you will understand it was not random. It was a moment I planned specifically for the path of your life. I am letting you know this ahead of time. You are receiving this message not by accident, but because I guided you here. Nothing happens without purpose in my presence. If you are hearing these words now, my precious child, it is because I am preparing you to recognize what is approaching. What is coming will feel like a sudden sense of my favor resting upon you, a clear inner understanding and a quickening within your spirit. You may not fully grasp how it will manifest. Its outward form may differ from what you imagined, yet inwardly you will recognize it as the response to your silent petitions. This coming week I am bringing together your steadfastness and my perfect timing. Only you will truly perceive its depth. Others may not see it, but you will, because you have been watchful, sensing its nearness even through your silent struggles. I am telling you this not to stir excitement, but to help you be ready. This coming week will be distinct from every other day. It holds a unique energy from me. It is a time I have appointed. Do not treat this day lightly. Do not regard it as simply another part of the weekend. Something important is on its way, and it is specifically meant for you, my child. A truth that illuminates your path, a clarity that settles your questions, a moment that not only comforts, but also stirs you toward action. You have been navigating uncertainty, my beloved child, but this coming week brings a true light, not a false one, but genuine understanding from me, the kind that makes your period of waiting worthwhile. I am orchestrating things for you to receive. What happens this coming week will alter your present situation and also how you view your life's direction. You will see how I was guiding everything, using every pause, every unexpected turn, every quiet time as part of my larger design. That opportunity you missed, that relationship that ended, that challenging period you endured, it was all leading you to this next step. While others are caught up in the world's distractions, you have been quietly learning to listen and discern. Now that skill will serve you well. This week is more than just a calendar day. It is an opening. You are not merely receiving something. You are being invited into a new experience. A time when your inner readiness aligns with the truth I am revealing. All I ask is that you remain receptive, my child. Do not let past disappointments close your heart. Do not let the waiting diminish your trust. My timing has not been a denial. It has been a deliberate plan. Listen carefully to all I am sharing with you. What you seek will come not by forceful effort, but by quiet awareness. My blessing will not require explanation. Your inner self will recognize it before your thinking mind fully processes it. My cherished child, be ready for what this week holds, for it will not be just another week for you. It carries a special presence from me, something I have planned to manifest in your life in a way that might initially seem unexpected, but is precisely right for what lies ahead. It might feel like receiving a message whose full meaning you only grasp later. It could be a simple word spoken, a thought that comes to your awareness during your day, or a sudden feeling of peace when you've been feeling unsure. However it appears, it will not be loud or attention-seeking. It will arrive gently yet with profound meaning. If you are too distracted or weighed down by discouragement, you might not perceive it. I am telling you this now because I communicate with those who are attentive, my beloved one, those who have remained faithful even when no one else observed. Have you prepared your inner self to perceive what your physical senses might miss? Right now, you are in a space between what has been and what is arriving. It can feel unsettling, as though your prayers are suspended, not yet answered or clear. Do you sense it? A quiet pressure around you as if something is waiting for the right moment to unfold? That moment is coming. That time you have been quietly nurturing through prayer and faithfulness is about to become visible. It comes not from striving noisily, but from quiet faithfulness, not from earning it, but from enduring. This moment arises from what was cultivated unseen, You may not have known I was observing your faithfulness, but I was. I took careful note. Understand this. I do not act for those who are passive. I act for those who persevere. What if this feeling of discomfort is not a consequence, but a positioning? When I act in ways that surprise, I do not delay. I enter. That is what this will feel like. A sacred interruption. A moment that cannot be explained by human logic but perfectly aligns with your inner being. That is how you will recognize it is from me. It will not make rational sense, but it will bring peace to your heart. The feeling will not be unease, it will be a sense of deep rightness. The moment will not require external validation, it will carry its own inherent truth. You will sense it within you before you can articulate it. Perhaps the moment intended for you is about to arrive. A special movement has been circling your life's path, and this coming week is when it will connect. My child, do not see this as merely a single occurrence, but rather as the beginning of a rapid unfolding. From this point forward, things will accelerate. Conversations will unexpectedly align. Messages may arrive unexpectedly from individuals you have not connected with for a long while. These are not chance occurrences. Opportunities will appear where challenges once stood. What if this holds true for you, and your time of fulfillment is drawing close? I am not simply clearing the way. I am inviting you to fully participate. So if you have felt inner tension, pressure, or a sense of unease in your thoughts, feelings, or spirit, it is because your spirit already perceives what is approaching. That discomfort is the stirring before a significant release. It is your inner sensing of my nearness. Do not mistake it for weariness. It is a signal. Can you feel the atmosphere shifting around you? That is because the blessing is not just on its way, it is arriving. It is very near now, like the feeling in the air just before a thunderstorm breaks after the wind changes direction. That is the kind of transition you are experiencing. Are you ready to step through that open passage? Know this, my beloved, you are seen. Your arrival at this specific point in time was by my design. You might find things falling into place now, feeling natural and unforced. Don't think this is mere chance, my child. This is the result of my purpose for you coming to pass. This comes from the quiet trust you've shown me over time. The way forward that is opening will not ask for your arguments or your qualifications. It will simply recognize my sign upon you. My precious one, what makes this possible is your closeness to me in spirit. Not your effort or what others see, but your heart being joined with mine. Ready yourself inside, my beloved child. Don't just see this as another day. Let your spirit acknowledge its importance. Quiet yourself. Pay attention because what lies ahead is set apart. It may arrive quickly and it is meant just for you. When it touches your life, you will understand clearly. My cherished one, this period isn't just about things changing, it's about receiving assurance. When it comes, it will feel like my touch confirming you are exactly where you should be right now. Right now, outwardly, things might appear unchanged. Your daily habits, the people around you, the places you know, they seem the same. But for you, my child, the feeling around you is shifting deeply. Below the surface of the usual, something sacred is present, an unseen power, a flow of my nearness woven into your everyday moments. Can you feel it beginning? If your spirit stays open, you will sense its gentle movement inside you. If your heart is brave enough to look for what you don't expect, you will start to see it. And if you keep trusting, even just a little, you will welcome it in. That is the important part. Not trying to force things or rush about, but staying open to me and your spirit. Is it possible that what you have been waiting for is already close by? Just waiting for you to become aware of it? This particular time is more than just a day on the calendar. It is a sacred meeting I have arranged hidden from plain sight. It is a gentle call for your spirit to come into step with something only I could bring about. Think about this. How often do big turning points in life start on a day that seemed completely normal? What if this period is that kind of turning point for you, not meant to start something big for everyone, but to bring a breakthrough meant just for your inner being? This is why I tell you, my precious one, take your time. See this period as holy ground. Don't just pass through it without thought. Move as if I have left signs for you to find. Pay attention to what catches your notice. Is there something someone says more than once? A part of my word that stays with you? A chance you didn't expect that makes your spirit feel drawn? Be aware, one gentle nudge from me can change your whole path ahead. You don't need a big show. You need to be sensitive to my quiet voice. One understanding from me, one connection I guide, one word of assurance from above, that is enough to change the direction of your life. For many who feel this, that change is near. It is not far off. It is showing itself to you right now. Let your trust guide you through this period. Don't look for things you've seen before because what is coming is unlike anything in your history. There is no past example for it. It is not something reused. It hasn't been given to anyone else before you. It is planned just for your journey, your trust, your personal story. That is why you must not compare your path with anyone else's. Comparing will make things unclear for you. You might look around and see others not paying attention or celebrating other things or simply not knowing. Don't let that bother you, my child. This time is for you. Welcome it. Can you feel how this is meant just for you? How personal it is? All that has been held back is now being put right. All that was turned aside is being guided back by my perfect knowing. This time is not only about the direction you are heading, it is also about the person you are growing into. As you walk beside me in this period, you will sense the first touch of the person I have always known you are meant to be. The one who is brave, the one who is complete, the one I brought into being. Your inner change will start with this gentle, holy spark. You may not perceive its full form just yet, but you will sense its presence, and this transformation will unfold within you, extending its influence outward. The unexpected good I am getting ready for you is not by chance. It is planned, deliberate, happening at the exact right time. It might come softly, like a quiet thought during prayer or a calm certainty within you. But don't think its effect is small. That quiet moment will reach into parts of your life that have felt empty or left behind. This unexpected good will not make a loud announcement. It won't ask for attention. But its gentle coming will hold great power. The simple way it arrives does not make it unimportant. It makes it holy. What has been stopped will suddenly go ahead. What felt closed off will be opened wide. And here is the simple truth, my beloved one. This is how I show you I was always here. That I was working things out even when you heard nothing. That I saw your trust, your sadness, your dedication while you waited. This isn't a reward for your actions. It is my promise being brought to completion. Can you sense things settling beneath your feet? Do you feel a stronger desire, a holy drawing inside you? That is not just in your mind. That is you coming into step with me. You might not yet see what this time is showing you, but you are already feeling it. The way your hopes have become clearer, the way your emotions have changed like shifting currents, the way you have felt both unsure and eager without knowing why. This is your spirit adjusting. This is your inner sense pointing you toward where I am leading. It is your soul responding to something your thinking mind doesn't fully understand yet. That inner knowing you can't explain. That is my gentle call drawing you nearer. What if your feeling of being unsettled is not confusion but me getting you ready? Don't just think these recent changes inside you are simple feelings moving around. They are signs, pointers, holy signals of a deeper work I am doing within you.
Everything is coming into balance, not just in the world you see but in the unseen spiritual place. Your talking with me has started things moving. Your trust has brought my focus. Your willingness to be open has made a space for me to act next.
And, my beloved child, that action begins right now. Are you ready to sense what you cannot see? Are you willing to pause long enough to hear my soft voice through the busyness? Are you ready to understand that my most powerful times with you often come not with a big show, but in simple nearness? Because this time coming may not feel dramatic, but it holds deep meaning for your journey. When you sense this, you will know my presence has come close to the earth, and you were the one I was focused on. Now here is something that might surprise you, my child. This unexpected favor on this day isn't just about what you gain outwardly. It is about the person who emerges from within you. When it happens, The true marvel is not the blessing itself, but the person you become stirred to life as I openly affirm you. You will carry yourself not with arrogance but with a quiet certainty that comes from being connected to me. You will move differently, not seeking attention, but from being aligned with my will. A deep, calm assurance will settle into your way of being. This happens when you realize I have not only heard your heart's cry, but I have answered you. This isn't happening because you've suddenly become perfect, my precious child. It's because you stayed faithful to the way I set out for you. My actions aren't because you have done everything without error. They are because you pressed on even when giving up seemed the only choice. Your belief in me wasn't always easy to see, but it endured. Could it be that the quiet steps you took, unnoticed by others, are now being recognized? This is what makes the time ahead so significant. It isn't random, it is tied to our relationship. I am not honoring noise but acknowledging your inner strength. You aren't behind schedule, my beloved child. You haven't missed your moment. I see you. What if the stillness wasn't a setback but a protection? That the long period of waiting wasn't a denial but my careful arrangement? If what you asked for had arrived too soon, would you have known how to handle it? Had it arrived without challenge, would you have held it in such regard? Now you have been made stronger inside. Your perspective has sharpened. Your inner self has grown larger. You are now truly prepared. That is why now, not before, is the right moment. This day isn't just filled with my closeness. It is set apart for a special reason. I am directing specific insight and wisdom toward you alone, but only those who pay close attention will notice it. My cherished child, are you listening closely? Can you quiet your mind enough to hear what doesn't arrive with noise? What if my guidance arrives not in a storm, but in a quiet sound? This isn't about presenting a grand display. It is about being open to receive. You will start to sense shifts within you before circumstances around you begin to alter. You will feel an inner urge to be brave, to voice what you've kept hidden, to release heavy weights and to confront what once made you afraid. Why? Because transformation starts inside you, not because of what happens outside. You will not require affirmation or permission from others. What I settle within you today will carry its own power. You won't need others to approve you because you will know my reality deep within. You will stop chasing things that weren't for you. What is intended for you will find its way to you, my beloved. So too will your quiet readiness lead to outward capability. That is the new way you will move. Not trying to grasp things but open to accept. Not drifting aimlessly but walking with clear purpose. That is what this day will initiate. Not just a passing event but something profound inside you. Let go of needing to understand every detail, my child. This isn't a puzzle for your mind to solve. It is a sacred process for you to trust. Stop trying to manage every step. You aren't managing a task, you are part of the greater pattern I am revealing. This is my sacred activity taking place, and your part is to accept, to act, and to be joyful. When something originates with me, it flows simply. When it is blessed by me, it fits into place. When it comes from heaven, you don't need to wrestle with it. It just comes to be. This moment is exactly that. My hidden design becoming clear. This is your sign that it is safe to trust once more, to hope for good things again, to stand up again. The difficulties you've faced haven't diminished you. They have strengthened your inner core. The ways that seemed blocked weren't my refusal. They were moments of stillness held within my care. The marks left on your inner self aren't proof you fell short. They show you have triumphed. They are making you ready for what is to come, my cherished child. Because what follows isn't just for your comfort. It is linked to your calling. It will extend outward. It will reach those near you, influence how you affect the world, and form what you leave behind. This day isn't ordinary. It is a specific point I have marked out on your journey. That sense of stirring within you isn't accidental. That is my spirit softly leading your inner being. So do not ignore the small prompts, my child. Pay attention to the quiet calls. When you feel pulled to pause and talk with me, do it. When you feel a sudden urge to assist someone else, don't delay. These aren't stray thoughts, they are guidance from me, and each one is a part of the greater plan. You are being led not by your logical thoughts but by an inner awareness I settle within you. Events are unfolding swiftly according to my schedule, my beloved one, and you are a part of it now. Even if you felt delayed, slow, or unnoticed in your progress, prepare to feel yourself moved ahead, not by your own striving, but by my strength carrying you. This isn't something you make happen yourself. It is me drawing you forward. You are about to enter a time where things that were still within you will start to stir, and what was unseen will emerge, not feeling burdensome, but feeling like my closeness. Do you sense a shift around you, my child? The gentle prompts, the inner feeling that something is growing quietly. That isn't just in your thoughts. That is you coming into step with my plan. What if the focus you are about to receive isn't to reveal your shortcomings, but to reveal the light I have put inside you, the light that has been growing quietly all this time? This brightness won't come from your hard work or trying to show your value. It will come from my power igniting within you, like a quiet light appearing in darkness, not loud, but clearly present. That is the time you are entering. A time when paths will open simply for you. A time when others will perceive more than your words. They will sense my presence accompanying you, though they may not comprehend the reason for their attraction. This isn't about presenting a performance, my precious child. This is about my presence radiating from within you. And today, this is the marked moment. The divine touch from me that indicates a complete change is near. Instead of searching for grand, obvious signs, pay attention to the quiet signals. A dream that holds meaning, a conversation that resonates deeply, a silent moment where understanding suddenly appears. These are not random occurrences, my child. They are my way of confirming things to you. This influences how others perceive you, yes, but more importantly, it changes how you see yourself. You will begin to recognize the one I have always known you to be. You will move with an inner certainty guiding you, which comes before any visible blessings. This inner sense will direct your path. So seek me, watch for these signs, and be mindful, my child. As you greet this new day, pause and breathe, remembering the change that has taken place within you recently. Your inner self has been made ready. You are now aligned to receive from me more profoundly. Your spirit has been elevated, my beloved child, not due to outward circumstances changing, but because of an internal transformation. This is the true wonder. The shift isn't merely around you, it originates from within you. You will sense a lightness, not from the absence of challenges, but from the strengthening of your spirit. Those heavy weights that seemed stuck to you, notice how they are now simply loosening their hold. Your inner self is finding calm resilience, my child. Have you sensed it yet? This inner stillness, this confidence that doesn't need validation from others, that is the feeling of ascending with me. Right now is when things start settling into their proper order. Those periods of waiting, they were all elements, and now these elements are forming a clear pattern. What appeared random was always woven into my design. What felt delayed was never denied. What seemed hidden was being protected. Likewise, that period when you felt unnoticed wasn't empty space, my precious child. See it as a time of quiet preparation where your true self was being established and your perception refined. The day approaching is more than just a date. It is a time of things being shown. Something you sensed within but couldn't identify is about to become clear. The haze is clearing. The structure beneath the uncertainty is revealing itself. And understand this truth, my child. You were never truly adrift. You were simply out of view, kept secure and guarded so that the refinement I was doing within you could proceed undisturbed. Concealed so that when your moment arrived, it would be clear it was my work. Not happenstance, not human effort, not random events. My intention was present in every hard experience you navigated, and now this coming day marks the beginning of being seen, not by your own striving, but because the moment for you to move forward has arrived. You will not need to declare it, my beloved. You will not need to justify it. The shift will be sensed. The atmosphere around you will feel altered. Conversations will change. Your very being will carry weight. This is a quiet revealing. And grasp this important point, my child. The unforeseen good thing may not resemble the request you made. It might not come in the manner you anticipated. It could be a challenging decision, A conversation that alters everything, an abrupt conclusion, even something unsettling. But do not let that cause you to lose heart. At times, the good things I send may appear confusing at first. A good outcome might initially seem like a parting. A significant step forward can start in a time that feels disordered. Consider if the difficult emotions you currently feel are simply the wrapping around the good I have prepared for you. Perhaps what felt like me withholding was actually a turning towards my best path for you. You may not see it clearly at first, my child, but when you do, you will understand deep within your being that I was always with you. I was preparing you. You have felt it, haven't you, my cherished one? That inclination to withdraw, the quiet desire for solitude, the emotions that surface without obvious reason. That was not a shadow descending. That was your inner self coming into harmony with my design. Your spirit has been finding its place within a deep current, a rhythm that is beyond your full understanding. The core of your being already comprehends what your thinking mind is still trying to grasp. And all within you has been made ready for this coming day. What is coming will not only alter your surroundings, my child, it will restore something deeper within you. Your internal rhythm is being aligned. The natural speed I intended for you is returning. This coming day is not about rushing ahead. It is about stepping into the natural unfolding of my timing. You are not losing time. You are entering the precise moment I designed for you. This next movement is not delayed. It is timed perfectly by me. My favor does not wait for you to be without fault, my child. It does not seek permission. It simply arrives. It comes with a calm power and certainty. And this coming day, it will gently unfold you like a calm certainty that whispers, "You are precisely where you are meant to be in this moment." Have you forgotten how my realm operates? It does not respond to human schedules. It moves in harmony with my unfolding plan. And my plan for you has not faltered. Even when you felt utterly adrift, as if your footing disappeared, I always knew your precise location. What is unfolding now is my indication that things are beginning to shift, my beloved child. What felt entirely frozen is now being allowed to proceed. Paths ahead are appearing. Your inner fortitude is returning. Where you perceived no entrance, you will discover ways in. Where your inner being felt vacant, a calm joy will begin to flow. The sense of ease you have desired is already close. This coming day, you will begin to feel things stirring in areas that have seemed still for a long while. And this may not be obvious or dramatic. It could be an unforeseen conversation, a quiet prompting to take a step you previously held back from, a sudden clarity that dissolves a way of being that no longer serves you. Whatever shape it assumes, the inner certainty will be clear. You are changed. You are not the one you were before. And now finally the circumstances around you are beginning to reflect the transformation that occurred within you. You have been altered profoundly, my child, and what has surfaced is resilience guided by clear purpose. This is the significance of this coming day, not a reward for merely enduring, but a movement into experiencing life completely. It is not just something received, it is also a release. You did not chase approval, you simply remained faithful, and I observed it. You were never overlooked, you were being prepared. And now, the inner obstacles are clearing. Know this, my child. The blessings you felt were out of reach are now being drawn near. Those hopes you put aside because they felt too heavy to carry are being brought back into the light. Understand, my beloved, you are not falling behind. You are being guided into position for the right time, my time. Those places within you where you ceased hoping for repair are now receiving my touch of wholeness. My precious one, where you only felt lost before, a clear understanding is now arriving. This won't just be for you, my child. It will overflow, reaching those near you, not because you strive, but because you possess a surplus. Here is a deeper truth, my child. Before you even arrive, my beloved one, your presence is anticipated. The very reason for your being has been mentioned in places you have not yet visited. People are being prepared to support you. People who do not even know what you look like yet. This is how my ways function. I make known what I have planned for you long before it becomes visible. And this coming week, my child, marks the transition. You are moving from a state of readiness into the actual unfolding. You are not merely getting ready, you are being dispatched. Do not attempt to compel this, my beloved one. This transformation does not arise from striving. It is drawn towards you when you are aligned with my presence. Your sole focus now, my child, is to remain receptive. Anchor yourself in stillness. Maintain clarity and simplicity within your spirit. This is the way you attract the good I have specifically prepared for you. This phase of your path, my precious one, will not feel like a battle. It will feel like pieces settling into place. You will sense yourself being carried forward gently, not burdened heavily. You will observe things aligning smoothly rather than colliding awkwardly. That sensation, my child, is your sign that you are moving in harmony with me, and that forward motion begins this coming week. Therefore, prepare yourself, my child. In your inner thoughts, your emotions, your very being, create space within. For what approaches is not announced with fanfare, my beloved one, yet it is essential. It will not diminish your energy. It will simply require your awareness. Be prepared to perceive it. Be ready to respond to its quiet summons. Be humble enough to give it the reverence it deserves, my child. Others around you may not grasp the inner transformation you are experiencing, and that is perfectly acceptable, my precious child. They were not intended to witness what I have specifically reserved for you. This is a matter solely between us. It is sacred. This is a time uniquely set apart for you and me. There is a profound sacredness in a gift from me that you did not anticipate, my child. It does not merely alter your outward arrangements, it transforms your very being. It does not simply fill your calendar, it reshapes your inner composition. When I bring something into your life that you did not foresee, my beloved one, it is not for display. It is always for your deepening growth. The transformation within you always precedes the visible changes in your circumstances, my child. This is why this coming week holds such significance. It is not primarily about what you will gain externally. It is about what is being awakened and renewed deep inside you, my beloved child. Can you feel that subtle stirring within your spirit? That quiet energy is not a sign of worry. It is the indication that something I have made ready is approaching you. You may have felt that nothing was occurring during periods of quietness, my child, but the stillness I guide you into is never without purpose. It is a season for inner fortification, building a quiet strength you cannot yet see. The outcomes of that hidden labor are now prepared to reveal themselves, my precious one. This coming week is the specific moment when that inner truth will begin to manifest clearly in your outward experience. You do not require loud signs or dramatic events to confirm its reality, my child. At times, the most profound shifts make their presence known through perfect inner peace. Therefore, be attentive in the days preceding that moment, my child. Guard the space within you carefully. Consider your thoughts. Do not allow the distractions of the world to obscure the clarity I am unfolding for you. This is not a time to compare your journey with others, my beloved one. This is a time to draw close and connect deeply with me. Bring yourself to stillness, my child. Listen with focus, for something that lasts forever is reaching out to you. It is not a message for everyone to hear. It is a sacred confirmation unfolding in the unseen spiritual reality. You will recognize it within your spirit before you perceive it in your outer world, my precious child. You will sense its nearness before you can fully define it. And when it makes itself known, my child, do not pause. Do not restrain yourself. You do not require the approval or consent of anyone else. This particular time was reserved specifically for you, my beloved one. Trust, my child, does not always manifest with outward displays or dramatic signals. At times it appears very simply. It might look like you agreeing to something you do not yet completely understand. Sometimes trust involves moving towards a place that does not yet appear open to you, my precious one, but knowing deep within your spirit that I have already prepared the path ahead. This coming week, my child, that is the kind of faith from my presence that is calling you to step forward. Not a step taken without sight, my beloved one, but a confidence rooted in understanding. A confidence that discerns the difference between my appointed time and a simple postponement. A confidence that perceives when you have moved beyond a previous season, my child. Even if the path ahead still feels unclear, there is a purpose for this transition occurring at this specific moment and not before, my precious one. You needed to release those things that were never intended to remain with you. You needed to set aside older patterns of existence that were not capable of supporting the weight of your next stage of growth. Now you are lighter, my child, in your spirit, in your emotions, even in your very energy. And now at last, my beloved one, you are positioned correctly to rise. This coming week is not the beginning of your path, my child. It is the outward manifestation of the rising that has already taken place in the hidden realms. In the moments of stillness, my precious one, in the nights when you clung to faith even when others did not support you, in the tears that only I witnessed. This is not a time for further preparation, my child. It is a time for recognizing that you are already completely prepared. Can you perceive it, my beloved one? That subtle movement within your spirit that whispers, I am no longer waiting to arrive. I have already entered into it. That, my child, is the stance for this season. You will recognize that this moment during this coming week originates from me, my precious one, because it will not introduce confusion. It will not awaken worry or generate unrest. It will bring you calm. It will secure you. It will feel like peace softly affirming, we are now advancing. That is how the moments I appoint make themselves known, my child, not through alarm, but through a quiet knowing within. Even if your thoughts raise questions, my beloved one, your spirit will confirm. You will perceive it, my child, not as a burden, but as the authentic purpose I have placed within you. You will not be chasing after a favor, my precious one. The favor will come to you. It will feel as though everything is aligning perfectly. That, my child, is the quality of peace you are stepping into, not a payment for flawlessness, but a sign of my grace because you remained steady even when understanding was challenging. For some, my beloved one, this sacred revealing will come as a sudden outpouring of feeling, a moment of clarity you did not know you required, a sacred letting go that brings tears not from sadness but from freedom. For others, my child, it will become apparent in forms you can perceive outwardly. Unexpected opportunities, shifts in your circumstances, my favor showing up in places that felt blocked before. For some, this period will bring hearts back together, bridging silence that has lasted a long while. For others, I am gently guiding you onto a different path, one that keeps your inner self safe. But no matter how it comes, one truth remains. You are being changed by what is happening inside you. A shift is occurring. Your deepest self is coming into harmony with what I am calling you to next. This exact time is right. If it had come sooner, you might not have understood. If it had been later, you might have grown weary. But now you stand firm. You are settled. You see clearly. You are no longer just wishing. You are connected to my flow, and being connected brings things your way. You don't need to manage every detail of what is unfolding. You don't have to make it happen yourself, just be right where you are. Quiet yourself, be receptive. Offer your readiness to let go, and I will handle everything else. This is not just a wish. It is how things work in my realm. Let this time be a holy meeting place between you and the path I'm revealing for you. Don't push against it. Don't try to shape it for others to see. Just show up with who you truly are inside, ready to receive, trusting me simply. What is coming doesn't need your effort. It needs you to be open. When this arrives, you will sense my delight. Not because you were perfect, but because you stayed true. Not because you did everything right, but because you kept going quietly. My kindness finds those who stay close to me, and that is what you have been, my precious child. Right before things change greatly, there is a deep quiet. It's not the quiet of standing still. It's the quiet of moving from one state to another, like the sacred pause between moments. It's the time when I draw near to what you present before I act. This is the nature of the time ahead. The quiet you sense isn't emptiness. It's a sign that something is coming. The very air feels different, full of coming motion. The feeling around you is heavy with the promise of breaking through. Do you feel it gathering close? The change isn't just on its way, it's already all around you. Things hidden are being revealed. The flow of life is turning, and your life is about to align with the reality I have already set in place for you. You have walked through quiet times wondering if anything was truly moving forward, but quiet doesn't mean nothing was happening. Amen. My dear one, A quiet transfer is underway between the realm you can touch and the realm you cannot. It carries no price, yet its value outweighs gold and applause. It slips through the sky without noise, wrapped only in steady care and faithful intent. While others rush and shout their news, this gift travels in silence, aiming for the roof that covers your ordinary evenings and mornings. It is being delivered for one reason alone. Your name rests upon it, and the time to receive has come. This message is not a standard one. It bears an unseen seal, and your name glows on it brighter than ink could manage. Your physical eyes see nothing yet, but an appointed messenger moving quicker than thought already carries it down unseen roads toward you. Inside is the promise once murmured to your spirit. Perhaps in a dream, perhaps in a quiet nudge that you ignored because life grew loud. The promise was never mislaid. It was simply waiting for a fitting hour, which is now. It was not stored on a shelf gathering dust. It was guarded as carefully as a candle in the wind. The clock has at last aligned, and the gift is moving toward you with speed no obstacle can match or delay. Doubt has no authority to keep it away. Let its quiet certainty breathe inside you. Your memories carry nights when questions echoed without answers. You sat with tear-damp sleeves trying to understand how unfair blows kept landing. Sharp words pierced, trusted faces vanished, and your belief trembled like a thin trunk in a violent storm. Yet each time you staggered, something within urged you upright again. You walked on without congratulation, praying through emptiness, letting silent tears state what words could not. Those hidden hours etched depth into you as comfort never could. Even though you felt alone, they shaped resilience the world could not teach. There were mornings, known only to you and me, when choosing calm over bitterness felt like the hardest work imaginable. You held the fragile idea that someday you would be called forward, though you had no timeline, only trust. That gathering of quiet days has brought you to this point. Your arrival is not due to flawless conduct or impressive strength, but because you stayed within your refuge even when surroundings collapsed. Faith expressed in stillness registers louder in eternity than any public declaration. Such resolve never evaporates. It is remembered. What approaches you now is not a wage, but a confirmation. It states in clear terms that you have been seen and that your season is changing course. The limbo path ends here. A more solid path begins. Expect shifts you can measure, opportunities you can feel, outcomes you can list on paper, peace you can sense in your chest. The heart that once felt punctured will discover steady rhythm, and the air around you will gain unfamiliar freshness. This is not theory. It will unfold rapidly in plain sight. Your storyline tilts from endurance toward completion, from parched soil toward underground water, from a dim corner into broad light. Some observers will scratch their heads. They evaluate by surface matters, but the unseen weighs quiet allegiance and the often muttered line, "I still believe," spoken at times when even whispering felt heavy. You have repeated that line more occasions than you can count, and each repetition carried weight even when you thought it vanished into empty air. Those unseen acknowledgments have been logged, forming a ledger now coming due. For that reason, this exact instant has been reserved to answer every request you lifted without hearing a reply. Each unseen act of trust invested in secret is beginning to show visible results. The field you thought was barren after long heat is preparing blossoms you never placed on your schedule. Your part is to remain attentive rather than frantic, for growth often unfolds in silence before it greets the daylight where everyone can see. You will witness color where only dust once lay. Receive this letter with steady hands and a ready heart. There is no need to dissect every sentence. Belief is enough. Each phrase carries breath, shaped for your good, and for the good of everyone bound to you by love or history, because you kept saying yes when it would have been simpler to quit. An entryway is swinging wide for your household. Loved ones who feel lost will find bearings through what is unfolding in you. They will walk beside you through the threshold and taste hope again. This begins today. You now stand on a pivot that will alter all you know. A brand new chapter is opening, solid, bright, immune to shaking. When light breaks onto this stage, it will not seek applause for you, but will serve as a signpost pointing to the wellspring behind the shift. Let that certainty settle into your bones so pride never gains a foothold. Even when results become visible, hold gratitude close, and you will remain balanced when attention aims in your direction unexpectedly. Stay quietly amazed at everything. This notice will arrive like a soft gust, gentle enough to calm, strong enough to redirect. From the minute it touches you, the map of your life will revise itself. Thoughts once knotted will untangle, relationships will sort into rightful order, and your calling will stand out with sharper edges. It will feel as though the whole framework around you, physical and unseen, is lining up to clear a corridor. You will sense the difference between coincidence and coordinated care. Every adjustment will echo the simple truth that you are being carried forward. The aim of this message is affirmation, not shock value. Each tear you swallowed in silence, each groan you traded for one more step has been counted. Those moments collect interest. What draws near is interest returned, not for your ego, but to prove that persistence matters. When it arrives, you may feel both relief and amazement, for effort you assumed forgotten will be named and answered. Remember them, and you will see how nothing was overlooked. Not even the sigh offered in the dark when no friend was awake that night. These sentences are not soft filler meant to make you feel better for a moment. They carry an energy capable of turning locked handles. When your ears hear them, your heart may shiver, not from fear but from deep recognition. This matches the whispered hope you stored away. That internal echo is evidence enough. Let it guide you forward with calm confidence. No outside approval will be required once your inner compass aligns. The power of concurrence inside you will silence arguments and supply clarity when questions attempt to pull you backward again. You are not walking alone. Somewhere, perhaps miles away, a person feels an urge they can't justify. Something inside them pushes toward a generous action involving you. They might be a stranger you have yet to meet, or an acquaintance fated by time. Regardless, their steps are synchronized to a timetable set beyond human planning, and the cue they await is close. Be open to unexpected help. Do not dismiss messages, chance meetings, or sudden memories, because any of these could form the bridge that connects their obedience to your unfolding change. You once waited in silence, hoping some sign would confirm movement from above. Your world stayed still and you wondered if your request had slipped through cracks. The very words you hear now are that long-sought marker. The voice that matters has spoken, and other voices cannot add or subtract from it. A core truth has settled inside reality itself, and its weight will pry loose every barrier that dared to stand. Rest in that certainty and watch resistance crumble, one obstacle at a time. People who previously overlooked you will hear your name in rooms you've never entered. Links that seemed out of reach will revive, not out of nostalgia, but because purpose calls them alive. Dreams pressed under doubt will rise again, supplied this time by verified promise, not fragile optimism. Your surroundings will look familiar, yet opportunities hiding in plain sight will shine with clarity you could not summon before. You no longer need to campaign for understanding or persuade anyone of your path. Outcomes will speak louder than explanations. When the breakthrough arrives, your first instinct will not be to shout, but to bow in quiet wonder, murmuring, "I know the source." That posture will keep the blessing from turning into burden. Let events testify while you maintain humility. If questions arise, answer with kindness and brevity, allowing your life itself to illustrate the reply. In doing so, you give others space to see without pressure, fostering genuine recognition over time. Still, safeguard your heart. Not every detail belongs on public display. Some wonders require quiet shelter until they become stable. Share the visible fruit once it forms, but let the delicate process remain between you and the one guiding it. In that hushed space, you will keep gaining perspective, strategy, and maturity. Qualities excitement alone can never supply. Patience is a hidden ally. It keeps gifts from arriving half-baked and teaches you how to steward them once they settle. Honor that rhythm and lasting impact will follow naturally, without forced effort or strain. Recognize that this message signals a doorway, not a finish line. You are being lifted forward to guide, not to hoard. Prepare for widened vision and new assignments. The promise you clung to now carries a mission beside it. Your influence will stretch, inviting others into safety and courage. Do not shrink from that enlargement. Resources you require will appear alongside the responsibility, and wisdom will match opportunity. Accept both, and you will find fulfillment far deeper than personal gain. For you will witness growth in people who once felt forgotten completely. When the decisive call comes, you will realize you have become the resolution to someone else's quiet plea. The ripple of change will move outward, touching neighbors, colleagues, and even passing acquaintances. Your transformation will serve as living evidence that waiting can turn into breakthrough. People observing from a distance will sense hope stirring within their own stories and may reach out for guidance. Welcome them gently, share what you learn rather than what you own, and watch a community of courage form around lessons gained through your long season of trust. Now a firm voice cuts through. Open this. This is not casual advice, it carries full authority. There is no room for second guessing because you stand at the threshold of words that will shift visible and invisible landscapes. Respond with willingness, and hesitation will lose its grip. The command arrives like clear morning air after heavy fog. Undeniable, refreshing, urgent. Obedience in this moment will set momentum you could never manufacture. Delay would serve only to prolong ache you are not meant to carry. Step forward now. Honor is about to descend, not as payment for striving, but as confirmation of assignment. You have been selected, and the call is about to echo in plain daylight, leaving no uncertainty about its source. Expect the atmosphere around you to feel charged as though anticipation itself hums. This surge is not theater. It is structural, rearranging circumstances so that purpose can stand sturdy and visible for all who watch with awe. Rumors once distorted your story. Doubt and envy reshaped your name behind closed doors. That era is finished. Truth rises, and the same voices that dismissed you will be unable to look away. Your elevation will need no defense. It will speak by simply existing. Remember, you were hidden deliberately so that you could emerge at a moment no one could anticipate. Let mercy guide your response to onlookers. Their surprise may become openness. Offer grace, and you will turn past tension into future partnership in ways argument never could achieve alone. Today, no vague later date marks the interruption. Repetitive cycles will pause so that what carries real weight can enter. Even time seems to hold its breath, creating room for a gift that refuses to squeeze into ordinary schedules. Pay attention. The ordinary will feel oddly quiet just before the extraordinary steps inside. Treat the silence as sacred rather than strange. Let it tune your ears so you can hear the subtle arrival. In that hush, you will feel old anxiety drain away, making space for calm anticipation. Welcome what's coming without restless motion. A proclamation bearing your address is forming. Its purpose is to shift your home from a place where tears once soaked pillows to a dwelling where presence and peace are plainly sensed by everyone who walks through the door. Expect the very atmosphere of your rooms to feel lighter, as though windows have opened in every direction. Conversations will sound different, and even silence will seem alive with calm, steady assurance. Nothing will feel the same. Open your heart now. Past wounds may whisper caution, yet they cannot dictate the future unless you let them. The real question is not how deep the pain ran, but whether you will unbolt the door today. The moment you choose openness, fresh life will begin to circulate through every cell, every thought, every breath. Allow hope to take up space. Choose it boldly, and you will sense vitality returning to places you assumed were numb. This surge will feel gentle yet undeniable, like sunrise warming stone after a long night. Lasting change always begins inside. When your interior door swings open to morning light, that light requires no extra invitation. It brings news you could never hunt down, and in fact, it is hunting for you. The delivery may come as an unexpected contact or an unexpected visitor holding a key to rooms you have not seen. Stay alert to the form, but focus on the substance. A new assignment. Whatever shape it takes, you will recognize its origin by the peace that settles the moment it arrives around you. Remove the old weights and step forward. Everything you need will meet you on the path. You may feel underprepared, yet provision is waiting at each milestone. Ideas, strength, and allies appearing precisely when the journey requires them. Trust the timing, and momentum will build like river current after winter thaw, letting you move without forcing the pace yourself forward. When the letter crosses your threshold and old shadows retreat, you will know the waiting days were never wasted. Every seeming detour served preparation. You will stand steady, not to compete for attention, but to carry out purpose. Others may marvel at your balance. They will not realize it was formed through quiet endurance. Carry that understanding with gentleness, using your steadiness as a shelter for those still facing their storms. Your stability will offer proof that peace can coexist with progress, that patience can birth strength few can shake or break. Stay awake. You are not being overlooked. You are being invited forward, and heaven leans in to witness. This choice was settled long before you recognized the pattern. Your part is simple: attentiveness coupled with courage. Walk through open doors with gratitude rather than nervousness. Each step will confirm that you are exactly where you should be. Do not rush, yet do not shrink back. Matching pace with guidance is an act of trust, and it will feel like walking on solid ground, even when evidence appears thin beneath your current view. When the eternal voice speaks, no wall can hold it back. The doorway you prayed over is swinging open. Now, this is not temporary encouragement. It is enduring reality, anchored beyond changeable moods. Place your weight on it with full confidence, and you will not be disappointed. You may still feel the echo of former setbacks, yet they hold no authority in this moment. Watch them dissolve like vapors under sunlight, proving that final say belongs to purpose rather than obstruction. The path ahead is cleared for sincere hearts who dare believe. Believe in a way that sets you in motion. Open your heart the way dry earth opens to the first rain after drought. What arrives is not loss, but restoration. Keep the letter in view as a new chapter begins, and let expectation energize your steps. Action rooted in trust will draw opportunities nearer, much like gravity working quietly yet surely. Do something small today that aligns with where you sense the story heading, and your faith will move from abstract idea into lived reality, marking progress you once thought impossible. Now a stirring rises deep within, both unfamiliar and strangely known. It is no passing emotion. It is confirmation. The old promise is on approach, no longer faint, but tangible and impossible to treat as imagination. Let that certainty shape your outlook from this point forward. Speak out hopeful words that match what you sense, for agreement with truth amplifies its resonance. Each time you voice alignment, fear loses volume, and courage grows more at home inside your thoughts and actions every day. Soon resolve will outshine every trace of lingering doubt completely. The message your soul hungered for travels directly toward you, bypassing obstacles. It comes now because you have reached the maturity needed for the next step. Delight in knowing that readiness, not luck, draws it near. Your earlier endurance built capacity. Now you can hold what once might have crushed you. Rejoice in that growth, and you will treat the gift wisely. Old impatience has been replaced with measured calm, allowing you to steward opportunity instead of chasing it. This difference will define the quality of the season opening before you fully. You once pictured a life free from outdated labels and half-hearted connections. That life is stretching out its hand now, inviting you past fear into a realm where glory is ordinary experience rather than distant theory. Step across the threshold. The story ahead waits for your yes. Let the past stay in the past. New rhythms, relationships, and opportunities will greet you, forming a daily existence marked by substance, not show. Accept this as your reality and walk forward without apology, carrying quiet confidence everywhere your path unfolds from this point on. The road that once felt closed is opening in front of you. Barriers that used to push back have started to slide away, and the noise of slammed doors is fading into memory. I am not only sweeping debris aside, I am laying down new stones, shaping each turn with the quiet promises I spoke when you thought nothing was happening. Soon progress that felt impossible will move at a steady pace. When meetings are set without effort and plans come together faster than expected, remember this is no accident. It is evidence that I am working on your path. Trust the quiet evidence already rising under your steps. Pause and breathe. Feel the air settle on your skin, cool and constant. What you sense right now is more than calm nerves or a welcome break from noise. It is a steady presence that stays when emotions shift. Messengers you cannot see stand close, carrying a clear assignment. They are not here to impress or perform. Their task is simple and precise. Deliver what I have to say and place it in the right heart, at the right location, at exactly the right moment so that nothing is missed. They wait until every condition aligns. Then they move without hesitation because accuracy matters before returning to silent watch. Notice how steadiness settles even in your thoughts today. Look around the room you are in. The floor may be plain and the furniture ordinary. Yet this spot has become a meeting place between the seen and the unseen. Answers you have prayed for float near the walls, waiting for the right second to settle. They ride on light, on quiet drafts of air, on the small shifts you notice only when you slow down. If you listen, you might catch a muted rustle overhead or feel a ripple pass across your thoughts, hinting that fresh insight is dropping into reach. These hints are gentle so you won't be startled, but they are firm enough that you cannot miss them. Expect ideas to arrive quietly in the first light. Because all of this is real, it reaches deeper than temporary feelings. It will not settle for mild inspiration. It presses forward until daily conditions bend. The change taking shape is certain, not hypothetical. It carries your name, fits your story, and arrives exactly on schedule. Soon you will look back and realize that the shift you felt inside became visible outside. Plans moving, relationships clearing, decisions growing obvious. When that happens, remember that certainty was never based on wishful thinking. It was built long ago, and each stage of your life has led directly to this turning point. Watch for confirmations tucked into normal conversation and tasks. So, child, keep your heart open. Yesterday's disappointments may have taught caution, yet they no longer set the rules. Let your inner life respond the way a calm lake ripples when a soft breeze arrives. Step into the fresh current that now runs beside your feet. Let the words I keep speaking guide every choice, because this is not a time for retreat or hesitation. The moment fits you, and the door ahead has been cut exactly to match the key resting in your hand. Walk forward even if your knees still remember past stumbles. The design is precise and your role is to move, not to second guess. Courage grows each time you take another step forward. Deep within, in corners rarely explored, something begins to stir. Truth once pressed down under silence and avoidance pushes upward with steady pressure. It does not arrive in a blaze. It rises like water seeping through rock, slow but unstoppable. Soon it will reach open air, and its presence will reshape how you see history, yourself, and those around you. Nothing hidden stays hidden forever, and what surfaces next will redirect your steps for good. It may feel unsettling at first, as if familiar walls are shifting, but trust the process. Clarity always replaces unease with settled understanding. Once it has room to breathe, soon uneasiness will dissolve, replaced by stable, peaceful understanding. You will recognize the moment. It will not be a shaky guess or a brief feeling. It will be strong confirmation. Words you thought you would never hear. An honest admission from a person you once leaned on, later doubted, and finally released, will reach your ears. They will come without clever phrasing or subtle excuses. What you will hear is plain regret wrapped in plain speech, and the certainty of it will surprise you. You might notice their shoulders drop, their pace slow, their voice steady, because rehearsed lines have fallen away. Their arrival itself will say as much as their language. They are here for truth, not performance. Receive the moment without trying to fit old patterns. They tried to bury the past. They kept busy, spoke lightly, and wore confidence like a coat. Yet each night, when activity faded and light footsteps echoed in empty halls, the memory of you hovered. My name and yours slipped into prayers spoken under their breath. Every attempt to ignore the weight only pressed it deeper. Over time, the load grew until silence could no longer support it, and acknowledgement became the only relief. They discovered that unresolved matters do not disappear. They simply wait, gathering weight until honesty becomes easier than pretending. That slow discovery prepared them for the conversation that now approaches your door. Persistence shaped them for the honest dialogue now forming. Tears have fallen where no one could see, but I watched. Words have been whispered into darkness, and I caught every syllable. Each hidden moment is recorded, and together they send a single signal through the air around you. Now you feel it as a gentle vibration under ordinary sounds, hinting that truth is close, that long-closed chapters are about to open for review. The atmosphere carries a quiet announcement. It is time. You might notice it in sudden stillness during routine tasks or in unexpected calm during busy hours. Those tiny shifts are the opening notes of a larger story unfolding exactly when both hearts are ready. What lies ahead is not revenge, it is repair. I place a clear choice in front of you and the other person and do not coerce either side. The question remains simple yet weighty. Are you willing to forgive? Forgiveness never erases history, but it releases its hold. I will not remove your agency. I only provide an opening where reconciliation can begin if both hearts step through. The option stands, calm and unmistakable. You can approach it today, next week, or later, but remember that opportunities like doors stay unlocked only for a season. Choose thoughtfully, knowing that whichever path you take will shape future peace. You traveled through a long night of confusion without striking back. You held your tongue while rumors circled, and you kept your heart soft when hardness seemed safer. Because of that restraint, you now hold a rare authority, the authority to decide whether to open the door of reconciliation, to leave it closed, or to open it part-way under clear limits. This authority is not about control. It is about stewardship of your well-being and the other person's growth. Use it wisely. Listen to your inner sense of timing. Notice the evidence of genuine change and consider counsel from trusted voices before you act. So your decision rests on more than emotion. They will arrive of their own accord, drawn by conviction that now speaks louder than pride. The inner debate they once silenced now drives them forward. When they stand before you, look past nervous gestures and listen for sincerity beneath their words. You will hear a simple plea. Allow me to mend what I broke. Their willingness to face discomfort itself confirms that a shift has taken place inside them. If you watch closely, you may notice small signs. Slower breathing, unguarded eyes, hands that no longer fidget with practiced confidence. Those subtle details reveal that this meeting is not staged. It is the fruit of honest wrestling. You do not need their apology to stand whole. I have already steadied you. Yet your steady presence can now serve as a safe refuge where they might begin again. You are not asked to lose yourself or carry responsibility for their choices. Instead, you are invited to offer clarity and kindness that may guide them toward healthier ground. If you embrace that invitation with wisdom, the ripples will reach people you may never meet, but who are watching from a distance and craving examples of honest growth. Such demonstrations teach more than lectures, showing that restoration, though difficult, remains possible when truth, courage, and patience join hands. All of heaven observes. Grace and fairness stand side by side in this moment, and truth removes every mask not to shame but to lay a solid foundation for tomorrow. You are not only someone who has received pardon, you are trusted to extend it. That trust carries weight. Handle it with care, knowing that each act of mercy builds a path others may follow when they face similar crossroads. Mean words may forget themselves, but humble forgiveness lingers long in memory. When you treat another with patience, you quietly announce that cycles of injury need not repeat, and you leave clear tracks for weary travelers seeking a safer route. You may stretch out your arms or remain quiet. I respect whichever choice you make, and my care for you does not waver. Yet if you select the harder path, offering forgiveness that springs from trust rather than impulse, people will notice a rare quality. They may not have words for it, but they will sense steadiness beyond normal strength, and curiosity will point them toward the source of that strength. Your action becomes a quiet signpost, reminding others that resolve and gentleness can occupy the same heart. Even if no one applauds, small hopes will take root in listeners who have begun to doubt that respectful endings are still possible. Listen with more than ears. A knock is approaching. Repentance is rewriting familiar sentences. A fresh start speeds toward you. Pursuit is unnecessary. Opportunities usually fade when chased, but this one moves under its own momentum, eager to reach your threshold. Pay attention to little disruptions that seem random. An unexpected message, a delayed plan, a pause in conversation. They may be the footsteps of that knock drawing near. When it arrives, stay present. Resist the urge to retreat into analysis or future projections. Simply open, observe, and respond as clarity guides. The moment will carry enough light for the next small move. You do not need a full map. This is not an ordinary day. It is an appointment set long ago. Messengers move now under firm direction, gathering every detail so the event unfolds without friction. What reaches you is clear light. No ordinary lecture, no brief comfort. Light that cuts straight through misunderstanding, leaving room for honest vision to emerge. Such clarity does not appear often, and when it does, it alters priorities, bringing what matters most into sharp outline. Expect moments of deep recognition when distractions fall silent, and goals you once chased shrink in importance. Hold that stillness. It will help you decide which commitments to keep and which to release without regret. A message has been issued, written not with ink but with tears, long nights, and quiet surrender. It contains no defense, only solid truth strong enough to shift perception. Truth once buried now refuses silence and presses forward until it is heard. When you read or hear it, listen closely. The words may be simple, yet they carry the weight of seasons spent in reflection. Let them settle before you answer. Truth often arrives without decorations, and its plain form can tempt quick dismissal. Sit with it. Allow it to breathe, and you will notice layers you missed at first glance. Layers that invite both honesty and relief. Someone you assumed had left for good now stands at the edge of surrender. They have been carrying a part of your story they never earned the right to keep. That burden grew heavier each year until it demanded response. Now they face that weight with open hands, ready to acknowledge and release it. Their new posture signals willingness to restore balance, not to defend former choices. Observe how they speak less about events and more about responsibility. Notice how they resist blaming circumstances. These shifts, though small, matter. They show that self-protective narratives have thinned, clearing space for honest exchange and authentic mutual respect. Whether they speak a full apology or let grief show through quiet eyes, you will recognize the change. They are not the same person who once caused pain. Adjustment began deep within, not through punishment but through patience, reflection, and grace. Growth of that kind seldom happens under bright lights. It develops slowly in hidden rooms where pride loosens and honesty gains ground. You may still see traces of uncertainty, yet even that hesitance points to humility. Give yourself permission to acknowledge their progress without dismissing your own past hurt. Holding both truths at once, pain remembered and growth observed, creates a balanced view from which wise choices can rise. They do not come clothed in guilt alone. They come because they can no longer outrun the inner call that repeats your name. Perhaps it echoed in quiet hours, or echoed sharp in a dream. Perhaps your silence spoke louder than any argument. Whatever the channel, the message stayed until it overcame every excuse. That enduring call now guides their steps out of hiding and into candor. Remember, sustained reflection is costly. It demands time and emotional honesty. By appearing at your door, they demonstrate willingness to pay that cost. Recognizing their effort does not erase earlier failings, but it does mark genuine forward movement worth noting. They arrive to restore, not to reclaim. They carry no demands, no list of rights. They stand ready to do the work required to set things right. When you face them, you will not see the person who wounded you. You will see a soul prepared for reconciliation, a willingness to begin again, stripped of pretense. This encounter is not about settling scores, but about building a new foundation from truth. It is a sacred moment offered by grace where healing can finally commence. You are being given the authority to participate in a profound act of restoration. Dear child, countless opinions have tried to label you. Some brushed you aside. Others never even looked your way. And a few weighed you with shallow scales. They missed the hidden value I placed in you, yet I never lost sight of it. I have watched every beat of your story with steady care. I remember the strength I breathed into you while you were still unseen. I noted your quiet resilience when setbacks piled up and the way you kept moving, even when no encouragement came. Those small forward steps mattered. I speak now to pull you out of the haze of being overlooked and into the clear light of my affirmation. Whenever you call my name with trust, I listen. Talk to me openly. I welcome it, and I answer, even when your voice trembled. I treated each syllable as precious. Confidence grows through honest exchanges, not forced speeches, so speak freely and often. Your trust carries weight and good things are already moving toward you. Long before anyone clapped for a gift, noticed your kindness, or believed in your hopes, I valued you while others questioned your capacity. I championed it. I celebrated the hidden work too. The way you sat with a friend in sadness, the nights you studied, the mornings you started again when careless remarks pressed you low. I spoke purpose over you. Trends do not blur my sight, appearances never fool me. I look at the center and yours is bright. Even on days you thought no one noticed, heaven paid close attention. I saw quiet generosity, late-night tears, and brave attempts to hope again after setbacks. None of it was lost. I kept record of those gestures. Those moments sit permanently in my memory. I know how it stung when others moved past you. You asked, "Am I worth anything at all?" Value felt suspended in darkness. Listen. Their applause never established your worth. No closed door erased your significance. I witnessed you question everything at midnight yet decide to keep going at sunrise, and I honored that private bravery. I also understand the ache that grew, and I come now to mend it. Early judgment is nearsighted. It studies surfaces and forgets roots. Pain can distort vision, making the future look smaller than it is. But my perspective stays clear, and I bring that clarity to you. I look beyond this moment and into forever. I saw Joseph during betrayal, David among sheep, Esther without parents, and Mary of Magdala before renewal. They were undervalued by many, but I was crafting stories that still speak. In the same way, quiet riches weave through your path. What looked like detours or delays will open at the right time to reveal purpose. You carry work no one else can carry quite like you. Someone's heart will recognize the tone of your voice. Trust the timing. Unseen threads are tying moments together. Even as you listen, your experiences hold keys that will free someone else. I did not shape you to copy the icons of the day. I shaped you in my image. Stop chasing roles built for others. Stand in the outline I carved for you. It may look simpler to imitate, but imitation drains color from your life, while authenticity adds depth and stronger contrast. Others need that clarity. Your differences are not flaws. They are signatures of my imagination. If these words wake something in you, welcome them and let that quiet trust show. I am reaching into the tender places that still hurt. Receive these reminders the way dry ground drinks rain. Let them reach places logic alone cannot reach, because encouragement still nourishes grown hearts deeply. Hand me the memories that loop at night, the offhand remarks that echo longer than they should. The moments you were chosen last or not at all. I am the sure healer of wounds praise cannot touch. Breathe while I lift the weight of shame. Feel steady acceptance sealing every fracture. You will do more than survive. You will rise because the sense of unworthiness melts in my presence. Look at me. Lift your chin. Inhale the proof that you are still here. You are my workmanship. Let that truth sink in. Repeat it to yourself when doubt whispers. Enter rooms already certain of approval. Confidence need not shout. It can travel as calm resolve, guiding choices and boundaries. Let that settled assurance replace the restless need for external validation. Internalized dignity changes how you stand, how you choose, and how you rest. Stop measuring yourself against shifting scoreboards. Measure by my steady delight. Live from that quiet well done, and you will move with easy courage and humble strength. I hold you close in endless love and grace. I know your struggles, and I hear every prayer. I am guiding your steps. If these words stir your heart, they invite you to trust that care, courage, and gentleness can coexist. They are stronger together, always. I am fair. Seasons of being undervalued are never the last line. I am arranging moments where gifts grown in private will be seen openly, not for vanity but for purpose. Openings that fit your calling will emerge. Healthy connections will replace draining ones. Harvest will rise from seeds watered by tears. Those who doubted your worth will see fruit they cannot deny. and you will know each bloom grew from consistent faithfulness. Stay ready for these openings by keeping your gift exercised in private. You do not need to perform, stretch, or push harder just to belong. You already belong. Worth travels with you because I placed it there when I shaped you. I called you good. I looked at your soul and said, "This one will bring light to dark corners, comfort to hurting hearts, hope where hope is thin." Let that truth reach your posture, your tone with yourself, even the choices you make about how to spend an ordinary afternoon. From here, that assignment has not changed, not because others failed to see it, but because I never stopped believing in it. You matter to me. You are distinctive. Different does not mean deficient. It means specifically tailored. Remember that when comparisons start shouting their noisy accusations, you fit exactly, and your story is still unfolding. Do not drift. The adversary hopes you will quit before hearing the next truth. Stay present. Replay these words if needed. Persistence may feel ordinary, but it is sacred ground where future breakthroughs germinate, even when nothing seems to change on the surface for you. Let them settle deeper than the lies that held you. This is a turning point. From now on, you step from hidden to seen, not for applause but for mission, not powered by ego but by love. Listen closely. Each sentence is part of a guard I am forging for your heart. Let my care guide your path and shine for others. Share these words if they help. Together we can extend comfort and peace. People may never apologize for how they handled your heart. Release expectations that others must change first. Your freedom does not wait on their decisions. It starts inside and flows outward into daily choices. They may never admit their mistakes, and that is all right. I notice every tear. None go unseen ever by me. Remember this: your worth is not on trial. Your identity is not anchored to their approval. Your future remains intact. You are deeply loved, endlessly valued, and genuinely important to me. Ground this truth in practical ways. How you speak to yourself, which opportunities you accept, and what treatment you refuse because it falls below your real value. Do not question it again. Walk with your head lifted, not in pride, but with the assurance of one who is fully known and fully treasured. May steady peace rise within you. May confidence born of constant affection guide your steps, and may courage spark where doubt once lingered. Daily let favor open the doors made for your feet alone. As you sit with these words, expect subtle or striking signs of reassurance over the coming days, reminding you that I have spoken. I delight in you, call you by name, and my voice silences every echo of past rejection. Move ahead, wrapped in this truth. They missed your worth. I never did. Trust that affirmation stronger than previous rejections will soon feel normal. The world will soon notice what I have always known. Stay in this love. Listen again when discouragement prowls, and pass the message to any soul who feels unseen, so that affirmation can flow through you to others. Your willingness to pass on kindness turns personal relief into community strength, creating ripple effects that last longer than any single conversation or text. My dear one, I have invited you into meaningful work. Do not shrink back. Take joy in my nearness. Grow in wisdom and love. I whisper direction. Remain in my embrace. Find pleasure in simple proximity. A quiet walk, a whispered prayer, a deep breath that reminds you we are close even in ordinary hours together. Beloved, my care crosses the span of eternity. My gaze pierces any curtain you draw around your soul, seeing every hidden tear, every quiet dream, every private ache. Nothing escapes my gentle attention. Not buried regrets or hopes you barely dare to voice. I know you closely, and I come not to condemn but to embrace, to mend and to renew. I understand the ache behind each guarded smile and the story behind each hesitation. Everything is held with care. You have reached for me in the quiet, asking for proof that you are not alone. Let these words be that sign, a covering of presence that settles around you like a warm blanket. Pause, breathe, and let love rest deep in your spirit. I am your constant, and my devotion does not quit. As morning light touches your face before the noise rushes in, linger with me. Worries can wait. Begin with gratitude, the miracle of breath, the steady pulse I sustain, the people woven into your life. Each one is a gift. Pause to notice the texture of morning light on your walls. Such small observations train the mind to recognize ongoing gifts offered each day. Gratitude is more than emotion. It is a key that opens deeper chambers of understanding. When you give thanks, your spirit lines up with truth and clarity follows. Open your heart, and I will pour out wisdom. Peace will crowd out anxiety, and hope will hold steady. Hope rooted in gratitude is not naive. It is a deliberate stance that resists cynicism and keeps creative energy alive in your heart. Daily child, I have known you from the beginning, and my love stays constant. Let these words bring calm, courage, and focus. Draw near, and I will show you what matters. Let curiosity lead. Ask me questions, explore ideas, and watch guidance emerge through insight, conversation, and even unexpected detours that refine your perspective further. Walk by trust, and I will guide each step. I see the weight of past choices and the sting they left. Maybe you think mistakes pushed you too far from care, but I have not turned away. Mercy flows like a river that never dries, washing every fault you lay before me. I have shielded you from many outcomes, not because you earned it, but because restoration is my desire. Let that mercy reset your outlook on the people around you as well. My guidance to honor truth, cherish life, and walk in love is not meant to chain you, but to light the path. I understand the pressures that lure and the voices that confuse. Even when you slip, grace outmatches failure. I lift you when you falter. Obedience to these guiding lights steers you away from needless regret and toward sustainable joy that grows even in quiet seasons of your life. Keep your attention on me, and I will renew strength moment by moment. Harmful patterns try to tangle. Deceit, pride, fleeting temptations. Each builds walls that block peace. Words spoken in anger can wound, and betrayal leaves lasting marks. Yet no chain is stronger than my ability to break it. Remember, honesty with yourself is the first cut through those knots. From there, patience and accountability finish the work until peace flows again. Inside, a gentle prompting calls you to freedom. That quiet conviction is my voice. Confess not from fear, but like a child running to a trusted parent. Power shows brightest in weakness. Lean on me and learn a life marked by honesty and care. Freedom often arrives in gradual layers. Celebrate each layer rather than waiting for a single dramatic finale. Small victories accumulate into powerful, lasting change. Is someone resting on your mind? Share encouragement with them. You may be the lifeline they need. Passing on hope is not pride. It is the same compassion I extend to you. Those who carry light faithfully become channels of blessing. You never know which brief message or gesture will tip the scales for someone standing at a crossroads. So keep sharing good news today. You mirror care to others, whether it is a friend in despair, a stranger needing kindness, or a loved one wrestling with doubt. Plant these seeds and trust that I will water them. Obedience draws you deeper into favor, even if their response seems small at first. Seeds germinate silently before breaking ground, so stay patient. Trust timing beyond your immediate visibility. Always. Dear child, I have given you this task. Share love. Reach out to those who are weary and watch peace settle over them. Compassion is not complicated. Start with listening, continue with respect, and finish with consistent presence. These simple steps create safe spaces for weary hearts. I know the weight you carry, the fatigue that seeps into your spirit. You have asked for breakthroughs and evidence of my hand. You are never forgotten. Every tear is precious, held as testimony of your heart. The enemy whispers that prayers go unheard, but messengers are at work in unseen realms on your behalf. Struggles are not only earthly, they fit into a larger story. Relief may appear quietly, like dawn light creeping over a ridge rather than fireworks. Forces try to dim your light, but my strength is greater. Plans already set in motion exceed your boldest requests. Trust the timing. Every trial is being woven into a design of redemption. Restoration will arrive more beautiful than you can imagine. What feels postponed is often being prepared, adjusted, so that when it arrives it truly fits and blesses more than you first imagined. You are not defined by past mistakes or by fear. You are mine, cherished, created for a purpose that unfolds as you move toward me. Rest here. Let love be refuge and strength. Let that security influence your body language, your planning, and the internal conversations no one hears. They too deserve gentle truth spoken with steadiness. As you proceed, remember I am with you in every season. Share hope, practice gratitude, and rely on mercy. Hope is not a vague wish. It is the calculated expectation that goodness will keep breaking through, even when headlines suggest otherwise. For you, child, walk with discernment. Many voices compete for your attention. Guard the inner room of your heart, where deepest truths live. Not every listener deserves admission. Discernment is a gift, a shield against exploitation. Though the enemy looks for cracks, I surround you with people of integrity. Protect that room by choosing conversations wisely and by pausing before disclosing your tender dreams. Transparency works best within trustworthy walls built over time. Learn to notice who approaches with agendas and who arrives with open hands. When unsure, listen for my voice. It will light the path to safe community. Your trust is precious. Guard it. Discernment grows with practice. Observe patterns, test words against character, and allow intuition informed by wisdom to guide you. It will guard time and energy. Take heart, I am the watchman of your soul. Seasons of sorrow are temporary. They feel like night, but dawn is set. Storm clouds pass and light returns. Anticipate sunrise, even while the horizon is still dark. This mindset positions you to spot first light the moment it appears and welcome it. I assure you, trials fade like brief storms. Even those who wounded you may return changed. Meet them with mercy, reflecting the compassion you receive. Forgiveness liberates your own heart from bitterness. Mercy does not erase justice, it simply chooses to let healing have the final word over history and set both hearts free to grow. Do not chase hollow promises. Many voices offer quick salvation or empty success, but they cannot heal the soul. Trust me alone, and your foundation will hold firm when winds rise. Shortcuts promise ease, but often deliver emptiness. Substance requires patience, integrity, and steady effort. The lasting route is worth the longer journey every time. Stay anchored. If devotion drifts toward illusions, peace slips away. Stand on what lasts. If these words spark light, keep them close and let loyalty grow. You stand at a crossroads. The restlessness you feel is a call to deeper surrender. Choose deep roots over rapid blooms. Trees that endure storms grow slowly but stand for generations. Your life is such a tree in the making. I will not force you. I offer refuge and steady strength. Each morning, meet me in the quiet. My soft voice calms storms and guides toward a life marked by compassion, humility, and grace. Let each dawn be a fresh invitation. Posture yourself to listen before responding, to notice before assuming, and to lean on grace before leaning on your own strength. Remember, small adjustments made early in the morning redirect entire days, and entire days accumulate into lives that echo purpose. If at any point you lose the thread, pause, breathe, and begin again. My patience is long, my guidance is continuous, and my delight is genuine. Every time you turn back toward the path, I never grow tired of supporting your next right step forward. Stay willing to follow the quiet direction I give. As you do, unexpected good will show up in every part of your life. I notice the tears that soak your pillow after the lights are out and the silence grows long. Every sigh, every throb of your tired heart is familiar to me, and none of it is dismissed or minimized. Know that your pain matters even when no one else can perceive it. I saw every tear before it fell. Even in the darkest hour, I was waiting. And now, I wait to hold your heart, to be the safe place where it can rest. I keep extending to you in time. Those who wounded you may seek to set things right. Meet them with the same room to breathe that you yourself received. A forgiving spirit frees you from the slow poison of bitterness. Offer open hands, listening ears, and honest understanding, and wounded stories begin to close. This is not just polite behavior. It sparks deep change inside you and around you. Carry that attitude into your job, your street, and the everyday tasks nobody applauds. I notice the steady effort you pour into each duty, even when nobody seems to care. Trust that integrity matters. When you feel unseen or misread, speak to me about it. Remember that I stand beside you as defender, guide, and source of support. Let your choices mirror what you value, because even the simplest act done with sincerity lasts. Success is often listed in trophies and numbers, but I look at steady loyalty. Pass this message to 3 people who could use calm and watch quiet peace settle over them. You are never cut off. My presence stays with you in every moment, offering direction and steady care. Remember that faithfulness shapes character more surely than applause, and I value that strength. The road in front of you is rich with possibility, and I am arranging opportunities that stretch beyond your expectations. Trust the schedule I choose, lean on the strength I offer, and rest in my reliability. You belong to me, and I remain your constant home and guard. I unlock paths no one else can block. I know the abilities built into you, and I will place situations that let them shine. Still, watch your words carefully. Guardrails for speech include pausing before reacting and choosing phrases that build rather than bruise. Practice this discipline until it becomes second nature. Let your speech refresh and build up, because gossip and slander cloud the light inside you. Real prosperity is wider than money. It shows in a steady heart, a clear mind, and relationships that hum with trust while you act with kindness and honesty. I will surprise you with helpful connections, new understanding, and open doors you never saw coming. My presence stays with you in storms and quiet choices. When uncertainty roars, let me steady you. For years you have sensed gentle nudges toward something more. Some leaned in, others drifted. Now is the moment to deepen the conversation. Let my words feed your spirit, not just soothe it. Set aside the passing glitter of wealth, applause, and hollow pleasure. Compared to lasting depth, they fade quickly. My light does not dim. Do not fear necessary loss. Sometimes trimming is required before new growth appears. Surrendering your fears and ambitions is not weakness, but bold trust. In that space, good things arrange themselves as naturally as dawned news of progress already moving toward you. Your quiet requests for opportunity have drawn my attention, and obstacles are shifting. Expect subtle adjustments first, like fresh energy or a renewed idea signaling that the larger shift has begun. Your appeals for renewal in body, emotion, and spirit are heard. Even a faint glimmer of trust matters deeply to me. Rooted in promises that hold steady in time, that trust will widen into sturdy confidence, able to stand through storms and doubts alike. My strength thrives wherever honest faith finds room. Hold on to it, and you will notice resilience growing inside you. Stay curious about how I will answer. A fresh idea, an encouraging conversation, or an unexpected resource may mark the beginning of the renewal you requested. Doubt may creep in, but you can reject it by speaking what you know to be true. Let your words line up with your convictions, not your fears. When uncertainty whispers, answer with steady affirmation. Remind yourself each day that the help I give is enough for any task ahead. Speak kindness over others as well. The tone you set carries farther than you realize. Over time, that habit will redraw the atmosphere in your home and workplace, replacing anxiety with quiet strength. Let truth warm you from within, driving out discouragement. Even now, become aware of quiet courage stirring inside, proof that I continue to care. That small awakening signals a new outlook taking shape, one that cannot be quenched by passing gloom. Pause and name 3 things that are still good. Doing so trains your mind toward gratitude. Then, list 1 action you can take today, however small, to move in a hopeful direction. Simple steps grow into steady progress. Words can barely outline the good things prepared for you, yet know this: I stay close, and my promises are present realities, not distant fantasies. When your thoughts drift toward fear, let these reminders guide you back to solid ground. Keep these lines where you can see them so they meet your eyes when doubt returns. Repetition roots truth. Speak them aloud until they feel natural, like breathing. Over weeks, you will notice your first reaction to trouble changing from panic to steady trust. When life feels crushing, stop, breathe, and call out. I am neither remote nor mythical. I am attentive to actual moments. I hold your future and shape every instant so it carries meaning. Nothing escapes my notice, nothing is wasted. Trust that even ordinary days contribute to a larger picture you will one day appreciate. Choose moments in the day to acknowledge my involvement, while making coffee, waiting in traffic, or stepping outside for fresh air. These brief acknowledgments turn routine minutes into reminders that you are accompanied. I see what happens under your roof, the laughter, the tension, the quiet aches. My hope is for your home to become a refuge marked by respect, unity, and kindness. Make space for reflection, honest talk, and shared silence. Let every room echo with patience and goodwill. Create simple habits such as shared meals without distractions, evening walks, or a quick check-in each morning. Small rhythms reinforce connection and give everyone room to be heard. Conflict often slips in when love is forgotten. Choose to promote peace, whether through a gentle correction, a thoughtful gesture, or discreet service. Your example travels outward, planting hope in others. Some results take time. Trust the process. Critics may scoff, yet their words cannot steal the quiet joy already given to you. If you wonder how to start, begin with one sincere apology, one unexpected compliment, or one act of helpfulness. These modest gestures break tension more effectively than grand speeches. The world sometimes pushes back against what it cannot grasp. Some display their status yet remain unsettled inside. By standing steady, you offer a quiet guide towards solid ground. Do not fear challenges to your beliefs. People may claim knowledge, but real wisdom grows in a heart aligned with truth. Answer hostility with calm questions instead of sharp retorts. Such restraint confounds empty pride and keeps your own heart clear. Remember that winning an argument matters less than preserving connection. Keep the bigger picture in mind when tempers flare. Remember the stories of past rescue and strength. Let them prove that limits do not bind me. Recall how the sea parted for refugees, how walls collapsed without weapons, and how courage rose in unlikely people. Retell these accounts to yourself, letting them shape your expectations. If threats trouble your spirit, take shelter in my care. Refuse to let deceptive voices drown out the promise that I protect. When anxiety surfaces, picture my shield between you and harm and breathe. Hard times will come, but they need not defeat you. They can temper character and grow endurance. The roughest storms often signal the greatest turnarounds. View them as chances to witness steady power. Night ends, and I remain the light that does not fade. Set your worries before me. Let each test become a lesson in patience rather than a verdict on your worth. They are too heavy for you alone. In me, you will find rest for your tired soul. Let my care shine through you, guiding others toward calm. Share these words, and together we will encourage strength and peace. I bless you today, not as ritual, but as a pledge meant to change real life. Accept this grace and allow it to mend every fragile place. Whisper that you trust and know I hear. Choose to see every encounter today as an opportunity to extend that same care, whether to a friend or a stranger. Tell me you rely on my timing, and I will reveal more than you expect. Every honest call for help reaches me. Confidence is the key that opens the storehouse of promise. Step forward, knowing I stay with you now and always. I speak from endless wisdom, seeing not only where you stand but also the bright future ahead. Though your situation may appear stuck, know that freedom is already underway, hidden for the moment but growing until the right hour. My process is sure, never late. What seems like delay is preparation, arranging details so that when the opening arrives, you are ready to handle it with steady confidence. Lift your eyes forward. The past teaches, but no longer chains you. Use this waiting season to build skills, deepen relationships, and clear clutter. Preparation is itself progress. Holding on to regret only dims the brightness ahead. Trust unlocks wide room for change. At times, that change requires courage to release habits, ties, or pursuits that pull you off course. Release may involve cleaning out a closet, changing a schedule, or ending an unhelpful conversation pattern. Small outward shifts often unlock larger inward change. Do not fear the space that remains. Emptiness can be fertile ground for fresh vision. Soon you will notice lighter steps and clearer focus, evidence that release frees energy for better pursuits. Letting go can sting at first, but it is a bold act of faith that clears space for new gifts. In the openings left behind, I will introduce strengths you have not yet explored, friendships that lift you and opportunities that fit the calling inside you. Understand this: your life carries unique worth that no error, loss, or person can undo. New doors will appear precisely when you are ready, not a moment sooner, ensuring you can enjoy them without losing yourself. You are not defined by failure or by other people's verdicts. You are defined by lasting significance placed within you. Let my steady love settle over you. It does not waver when you doubt or stumble, and it is not earned through effort. Let that assurance sink in during quiet moments. A walk at dusk, a pause before sleep. Until it becomes the background music of your thoughts, repeat to yourself, "I am fully accepted," until the words feel settled, not forced. When doubt returns, recall past moments where support appeared just in time. Let that evidence argue against despair. It is my gift, freely given. Voices of unworthiness may arise, but in my realm you hold dignity and are destined for meaningful impact. When you trip, do not hide in shame. Run toward me, and I will lift you, remind you of who you truly are, and set you back on course. Return often. My door is always open. Each time you come back, your understanding of grace deepens and your capacity to give it grows. Reject the messages that belittle you. You were fashioned with intention and equipped with abilities the world might overlook. But I see them, even in quiet doubt. I notice the hidden sparks in you. Trust that I am active even when evidence seems scarce. My power shines most clearly when you allow me to work through your limitations. Let these sparks gather until they become a steady flame, lighting both your path and the paths of those who walk near you. I have known you from the beginning, and my care is constant. Let these words give calm, courage, and clarity. Come near and I will show you what true life looks like. Walk in trust, and I will guide you step by step. Enter daily conversation with me. Speak freely, and I will answer with plain guidance. No fancy language is needed. Sincerity delights me. Start each morning with gratitude and honesty. Tell me your fears, dreams, and hidden hopes. I am never distracted. My spirit lifts every prayer to the highest courts of meaning, shaping your future accordingly. Though people rate success by visible trophies, I measure it by quiet loyalty. Speak life over your family, work, health, and plans. A single word of faith can shift the inner atmosphere, turning despair into possibility. Your words set the tone for your surroundings. Choose them as carefully as you choose the clothes you wear. Recall the accounts of deep rescue. Waters parted, storms calmed. No obstacle you face stands outside my reach. When weariness sits heavy, let my comfort wrap around you as night covers the sky. Place your burdens with me. I do not sleep. Release anxious thoughts, for I guard what matters to you. When dawn returns, greet the day ready to listen. Resist the urge to let worry rule the hours. Declare with confidence that I am your constant guide. In that conviction, you will discover ongoing peace. I excel at restoring what seems broken, dreams, relationships, even self-respect, and turning them into something meaningful. Take practical steps. Schedule a conversation, seek advice, or outline a plan. Restoration often travels on the tracks of intentional effort. Invite a trusted friend to walk with you through the plan. Shared perspective can reveal blind spots and multiply courage. I take each fragment and rearrange it toward good purpose. What you call beyond repair, I call an opening for renewal. Release resentment and doubt and make space for the next chapter I'm writing. Trust the process, celebrate small adjustments like a tone of voice softened or a task finally completed. Because repeated small shifts create large change over time, keep breathing and adjust as needed. Soon you will notice fresh possibilities where none seemed likely. Hold on to hope. No darkness can smother my light, and no distance keeps me from you. Let that certainty cover you morning, evening, and every moment between, anchoring you in reality. Keep your eyes open for subtle signs that confirm progress. Keep a record of these subtle signs, notice and give thanks. When harmful thoughts press in, answer them with truth. Say aloud who you are, created with purpose and dignity, not chained by fear but welcomed into strength and love. Where my spirit is, freedom lives. Words have power. Speak life and doors of blessing will open. Consistency trains the brain toward confidence. Over time, these habits will shift your inner dialogue from criticism to possibility. The world may doubt your confidence, yet their skepticism cannot erase my promises. Stand tall. I am with you, providing resilience. I formed you with care before your first breath, embedding gifts and aims uniquely yours. Walk in that identity and watch doors open. List your abilities, even the ones that seem small, and look for practical ways to use them this week. Action will confirm what you already know inside. As you practice, you will see confidence grow like a well-watered garden. Know that your perseverance, though often hidden, is never wasted. Every soft prayer, every quiet tear, and every simple act of trust becomes part of a larger design, developing beyond what you now see. Time shifts under my command. Seasons change, but my commitments stand. Do not compare your pace to others. Your story is uniquely crafted to shape you for service. If some whisper that you are lost, let their words drift away. Keep moving. Progress is rarely linear, but always possible. Keep your focus on me, the one who began this good work and will finish it. I call you to live beyond the merely ordinary, to experience possibilities that seem impossible at first glance. Stepping beyond the ordinary may involve changing routines, learning new skills, or meeting people outside your usual circle. Each venture into unfamiliar territory widens your perspective and reveals resources I placed in advance. Do not shrink back when the road bends. The turn is often where the view becomes stunning. This life will not always match human calculation. It will ask you to step into uncertainty, leaning fully on my strength. As you do, you will watch situations turn, hopes revived, and chains of despair snap. Remain open and keep moving forward. Celebrate every breakthrough, no matter how small, and share the story so others gain courage. The journey continues, and with each step your trust will grow deeper and your influence broader. Amen. Listen carefully. I have been preparing for this very moment from the very start, and now everything has come together as planned. The benefits and positive outcomes you have long awaited are not something to be deferred to tomorrow or next year. They are here, right now. I have observed your steady commitment, noting every effort you made, even when you felt unnoticed or burdened by hardship. In the quiet hours and in the moments when you struggled alone, I paid attention to your silent prayers and the tears you shed. I recognized your reliance on guidance and your determination to keep moving forward. Today I bring you clear and straightforward news that marks a turning point in your life. The positive changes you have been waiting for have arrived in this moment. It is essential that you remain completely focused, free from any distractions that might pull you away from what is important. I urge you to listen with full attention to the words I am sharing, as they contain the answer you have been searching for. This message is intended to provide you with understanding, calm, and a sincere sense of happiness. It is crucial that you take in every word until the very end, for these ideas will serve as a solid foundation for you as you step into a new phase that has been thoughtfully arranged for you. Do you sense within you a deep need for genuine guidance and support? If you feel that you need further support or encouragement, please indicate by saying, "Yes, I need," so that those who care may stand with you and offer their support. I understand how long this period of waiting has been for you, and I have been aware of every moment that felt like it was passing without progress. I know you have experienced confusion and questioned when a significant change would finally come. Your inner voice may have repeatedly asked when the breakthrough you hoped for would appear, or when you would see the promises fulfilled. Allow me to assure you that the time of waiting is now finished. Now is the time I have set aside to release the positive outcomes that you have patiently trusted would come. Every moment of waiting had its purpose, and it was not a time wasted. I have been working diligently behind the scenes, organizing every small detail, preparing necessary openings, and constructing bridges that connect you to what lies ahead. What might have seemed like unnecessary delays were actually careful measures of preparation, designed to ensure that everything would work out as it should. Those moments that appeared silent or uneventful were, in fact, times when something more significant was being shaped. Something greater than you had ever imagined possible. Now, all that careful planning and hidden work has led to this very day. The outcomes and benefits you have long desired are present with you, and every one of the hopes you thought had been ignored was, in truth, heard and noted. Nothing was left unnoticed. I gathered your hopes and transformed them into results that are far more substantial than you had dared to imagine. Often, rewards come quietly, without the need for grand announcements or flashy displays. They may appear as sudden opportunities that arise unexpectedly, as new relationships that enrich your life, or as a feeling of calm replacing anxiety. It is important that you pay attention to what is placed before you, for what you have been asking for might already be within your reach, hidden behind the veil of uncertainty. Free yourself from the grip of fear and step forward confidently. Your existence is purposeful and no accident. Your ambitions and dreams are entirely achievable, and you have never been forgotten. Every positive outcome I arranged for you is now unfolding in your life. If these words resonate with you, let them be known as a sign of your understanding and support for the journey you are on. Recognize that the advantages you are now experiencing are not mere strokes of luck or random occurrences. They are a clear confirmation that the commitments made to you have been fulfilled in your life. Every truly positive and complete gift comes from the careful planning and commitment that has always been part of your journey. The words spoken about your future have lasting effects that cannot be reversed. Even if you once thought that your requests were too small or insignificant to matter, rest assured that every single one of them was heard. I have seen the true desires of your heart, including those you struggled to express clearly, and I have taken them to heart. Now, I am delivering the positive outcomes that were prepared for you from the very beginning. Understand that these benefits are not the result of random chance. They are the direct result of the care and commitment that has always been present for you. It is time to stop living under the notion that you must continue to wait for change. The positive results you have been hoping for are right here, with you. Move forward with these advantages confidently and without hesitation. Allow yourself to embrace the opportunities that lie before you, trusting that support will be available to you at every step of your journey. The path ahead is filled with further positive developments and unexpected surprises. Do not let doubt cloud your mind regarding the plans that have been set for you, and do not allow fear to hold you back. You are meant to live a life filled with abundance, genuine joy, and clear purpose. Stand firm and continue forward without second thoughts. The era of waiting is now behind you. Embrace the rewards that have been arranged for you with confidence and trust. As you accept these benefits, let your heart fill with genuine gratitude. Think back to the moments when you maintained your belief even in the midst of storms and challenges. Recall those nights when you quietly expressed your hopes despite the uncertainty, and trust that each of those moments was noticed. Every silent appeal has been received, and now your sorrows are being transformed into reasons to celebrate. Appreciation is the driving force that will keep these benefits flowing, ensuring that you remain open to receiving even more support in the future. Let your gratitude be an ongoing expression in your life, spoken clearly and shared openly. Write down your feelings, share them with others, and let your experiences serve as an inspiration. By doing so, you not only strengthen your own resolve, but also provide encouragement to others who are still waiting for their moment of change. This is a clear turning point. You are moving from a time of waiting to a period of abundance, fulfillment, and genuine happiness. New opportunities, fresh connections, and open doors are now available to you. A clear and well-prepared path lies ahead. Step confidently onto this path knowing that a new beginning has been arranged for you. The obstacles that once seemed impossible to overcome have been removed, and the challenges that once blocked your progress have been cleared away. This is a fresh start, free from the hindrances of the past. This is a time for real progress, and I am here to share in the celebration of your achievements. Stand firm as someone who carries meaningful insight and inner strength. Your sincere gratitude not only supports you, but also plays a part in spreading positive values and truth among those around you. By sharing in this spirit, you contribute to a larger effort to spread understanding and kindness. I ask you to remain engaged and attentive, and not to leave before hearing the entire message. There is more to be shared, more insights, more support, and more encouragement designed to reinforce your strength. Every moment you devote to absorbing these words is an investment in your own growth and well-being. When you feel the urge to withdraw, remember the progress you have already made. This is not a disruption in your day, but rather the culmination of your persistent hopes and efforts coming to fruition. Stay with this message until the very end, for the truths contained within will serve as a steady foundation for your future endeavors. The positive changes you are experiencing are not solely for your benefit. They are meant to empower you to extend support to others as well. I have provided you with these resources so that you can help brighten the lives of those who are still searching for hope. As you enjoy these positive outcomes, look for ways to pass on the kindness and support you have received. Sharing your experiences will help plant seeds of hope in the hearts of others. When you share your personal story, you show others that careful timing and consistent support truly matter. By offering your own experience, you not only reaffirm your own progress but also inspire others who may still be waiting for their opportunity. Your willingness to help will multiply your own sense of fulfillment, and you will come to see that the benefits you experience are not limited or finite. These positive outcomes continue to flow without end, and it is important to remember that you are always seen and heard. I've been dependable in the past, continue to be so now, and will remain a constant support in the future. This unchanging dependability forms the foundation upon which you build your life. Trust in the reliability of this support, as it is the basis of your strength and progress in the times ahead. When you face new challenges, recall this moment and the way you were supported. Let the fulfillment of your long-awaited hopes remind you that help is always available and that you are never truly alone in your journey. These memories will serve as a reminder that you can overcome any obstacle with the support that is always at hand. My commitment to you is unwavering, and you should hold on to that trust as you move forward. As you continue into this period of positive change, allow a sense of calm and reassurance to envelop you. The benefits you now receive bring not only joy, but also steady comfort, uplifting you in times of need. Let this assurance guide you through every step, reinforcing that you are cared for without exception. Embrace these rewards fully and let the peace and contentment they bring be your constant companions. A new day has arrived, marking the end of the waiting period and the beginning of a time filled with promise and support. Be thankful for the progress you have achieved and remember that you are never isolated in your struggles. The progress you have made is a testament to your inner strength, and you can continue forward with the certainty that you are supported at every turn. Listen to every word of this message and let it settle into your understanding. Carry these thoughts with you and share them with others so that they too may experience the benefits of consistent support and care. The positive changes are here, and the care you receive is lasting and genuine. Maintain an open heart and allow the lessons from this message to guide you continually as you move forward. Consider passing this message on to someone who might benefit from a word of encouragement. I have been with you through every difficult moment, standing by your side during times of hardship and when you felt that your strength was failing. I have recognized the struggles you faced even when you felt that your tears and silent battles went unnoticed. Your challenges have not been overlooked. I was present with you during every instance when you felt unable to continue, offering support when you doubted your ability to persevere. You have faced obstacles that appeared overwhelming, and your ability to stand today is not a mere coincidence, but a result of careful and persistent support. You are more resilient and courageous than you often realize, and you are valued more deeply than words can express. Remember the moments when hopelessness tried to convince you that you were alone or unworthy. In those moments, a quiet reassurance was always available, providing you with a sense of purpose and direction. Every hardship you experienced has contributed to the strength you now carry. Each challenge and setback has played a role in refining you into the determined, resilient person you have become. Your past experiences do not dictate your future, and the pain you endured does not define the limits of what you can achieve. Instead, these experiences have equipped you with wisdom and strength, preparing you for the road ahead. It is natural at times to feel exhausted, uncertain, or even fearful about what lies ahead. But remember that you are not walking this path alone. When the direction seems unclear, or the challenges seem too great, reach out for support and guidance. You are never isolated in your struggles. Release your worries and let them rest, trusting that guidance is available whenever you need it. I am here to provide clarity in moments of darkness, to encourage you to move forward, and to offer support when you stumble. My care for you is constant and unshaken by doubts or setbacks. No matter what challenges arise, this support remains an ever-present source of strength. Nothing that happens can ever break the connection you have with the support and care that surrounds you. Your journey is marked by moments of success and progress, and each step has been arranged with intention. Even when the path is not clear, trust that efforts are being made on your behalf, aligning circumstances in your favor. Every detail of your journey has been considered, and the outcomes you are now experiencing are the result of careful planning. In those times when you felt that there was no sound or sign of progress, know that work was being done to create something truly remarkable for you. Hold steadfastly to the commitments made to you, as they remain constant and reliable. Do not let fear or discouragement steal the joy that has been placed within you. When negative forces try to cloud your judgment or make you feel isolated, focus on these guiding words. Allow them to serve as your anchor during turbulent times, filling your heart with clarity and instilling a sense of calm. Open your mind to these truths, and let the steady comfort they bring fill you with a sense of purpose. The support you receive is a constant source of shelter and strength, designed to help you overcome any challenge. Consider sharing this message with a few individuals, up to 3, if you feel moved to offer them a bit of encouragement. There is so much waiting to be shared, so many insights and opportunities yet to be revealed to you. Within you lie aspirations that have been nurtured quietly, seeds of purpose that are ready to grow. Do not hesitate to take a step forward and embrace the support that is offered to you. You will be equipped with the tools and strength needed to meet every challenge ahead. You are neither forgotten nor overlooked. Your future holds more than you can imagine, filled with opportunities, fulfillment, and a clear sense of direction. Never doubt the care and commitment that surround you. I remain close at all times, attentive to your needs, and continuously working to create the conditions for your success. Your trust and perseverance will be rewarded with unforeseen openings and new possibilities. The right people, resources, and timely moments are coming together to shape your future. Hold firmly to these words as they embody the essence of your journey and the truth that guides your path. Every new day offers a chance to experience my care in a fresh way. Begin by feeling gratitude for both the small blessings and the larger ones that mark your life. In quiet moments, you may notice my presence and understand more about the path I have laid out for you. I live within you, providing clear thought, strength, and calm. Leave behind old resentments and the pain of previous wounds, and step forward without the burden of the past. Those who have caused you pain will eventually be held accountable, and you are encouraged to move forward without being weighed down by what has already happened. New opportunities will appear, and you will meet people who bring warmth and support into your life. Rather than focusing on what you have lost, trust that I am renewing your life in ways that will exceed your expectations. I care for every part of your life, your relationships, your well-being, your financial situation, and all the concerns that matter to you. Believe in the support I provide, and understand that I am already creating a path for you, even if you cannot yet see it clearly. In the midst of life's challenges, I will bring moments of clarity and beauty. Each day can hold hints of comfort and hope if you are open to receiving them. My care for you is constant, not a fleeting idea, but something solid and dependable. Embrace this truth fully, and let it grant you a sense of peace. Do not allow uncertainty or fear to stop you from moving ahead with determination and purpose. Keep your trust, and over time, you will notice positive changes developing in your life. I am with you every step of the way, providing care that is deep and lasting. I have plans for you that go beyond your current hopes and expectations. Stand firm and rely on my support as you walk confidently into the future I have prepared. Today, I speak directly to you with a clear message that comes from a sincere place, inviting you to see the value in every moment. My care for you is vast and constant. It does not depend on conditions or temporary feelings. It simply exists, steady and unchanging. You may choose to embrace this support and allow it to transform your life, step by step. Let go of past fears and trust that a beautiful future awaits. The time for waiting is over. The positive changes you have long desired are now unfolding before you, one after another. Keep your heart open to the possibilities that arise, and move forward with confidence, knowing that you are never alone in this journey. I stand beside you, helping you navigate through life's darker moments and guiding you through times of uncertainty. If you stumble, I will help you regain your footing. If you feel tired, I offer you comfort. And if you lose your way, I will help you find a clear path forward. Do not fear what lies ahead, for I have already arranged support and guidance for you. Each step you take brings you closer to the good things I have planned, even if they seem distant now. You might feel like no one truly understands the struggles you face, the quiet tears you shed, or the heavy burdens you carry, but I see everything you experience. Your pain, your disappointments, and the deep hopes you keep in your heart. I want you to know that your perseverance is meaningful and not without purpose. The hopes you express are heard, and your struggles are noted. Soon you will begin to notice the benefits of staying committed and keeping your trust in the support I provide. The progress you seek is nearer than you might think. Changes are coming, and positive outcomes will emerge from your efforts. Do not give up now, even when the journey feels particularly hard. Keep moving forward, knowing that I am working quietly behind the scenes for your benefit. Do not let doubts or fears take hold of your thoughts. There may be voices telling you that it is easier to give up or that you lack the strength to continue. But I want you to listen to the truth that reassures you of your inner strength and value. Stay focused on what truly matters, and you will overcome the challenges before you. Even at your lowest moments, when you feel vulnerable, remember that I am here to offer support and refuge. Understand that you belong to a connection that is enduring and unchanging, and nothing will alter that bond. I welcome you warmly and encourage you to remain close, to be present in each moment, and to let the support I offer fill every part of your life. Quiet the distractions that surround you and pay attention to my guidance. I want to remind you that your value is not determined by the opinions of others or by past mistakes. Your worth is inherent and steady, independent of temporary judgments. Let go of anything that does not serve your growth or contribute to your well-being. Step away from relationships that drain your energy, from thoughts that make you feel less, and from fears that hold you back from your true potential. You were meant for more than what you have experienced so far. Allow the support I provide to help you recover from old wounds. The betrayals and disappointments of the past do not define you, nor do they dictate your future. The efforts you have made, even when unreturned, do not diminish your inherent worth. None of these experiences can reduce the value you hold, and the support and care you seek are available right here. The care I offer is genuine, free of conditions, and without the self-interest that can taint other forms of attention. In every challenge, there is a lesson that helps you build a stronger, more complete version of yourself, and I am here to help you learn from each experience. Whatever path you take, nothing you become will change the support I have for you. You are inherently valuable and will always be cherished. Today I stand with you to ease your pain, help heal your wounds, and restore what has been lost. My support surrounds you now, filling any empty spaces and renewing those parts of you that feel worn out. You do not need to search for care in places that are lacking, nor should you settle for anything less than the complete support you deserve. You are whole, complete, and deeply valued. Once you truly accept this, you will discover a freedom and contentment that comes from knowing you are supported. Each day, seek out my guidance, remain engaged in the present moment, and trust in the direction I have set for you. The road ahead is filled with meaning and promise. And even when challenges arise, the support I offer will keep you steady. Difficult times may come, but I will be there to provide shelter and comfort. Accept my support and know that we are on this journey together. Your most promising days are still ahead, and I remain by your side now and always. I will never leave you, and when you reach out during your toughest moments, I am there to listen. My presence surrounds you, offering comfort during times of doubt, helping you rise when you fall, and guiding you toward the solutions that you need. I appreciate the trust you have placed in me. Every time you express your needs, even in quiet moments, your words are heard and matter greatly. Your honest expressions of hope and need are important, and I respond with care. Your resilience and the way you continue to search for support show that I am active in your life. Do not worry, for I have already set the processes in motion to bring you the support you need. The difficulties you and your family have faced do not define what lies ahead for you. A time of clarity, wise decision-making, and genuine protection is on the horizon. I will help you think more clearly, understand situations better, and even notice potential issues before they become problems. As you move forward, I will guide you toward those with whom you should connect, people who may also need support or a kind word. Even if some have been distant, I encourage you to offer your help and become a source of comfort. Do not hesitate to reach out, because I work with those who are ready to make a difference. My support flows to those who actively seek it, and through your willingness, many will experience positive change. I'm opening up significant opportunities for you, but as you embrace these chances, remember to remain humble. Pride should have no place in your heart. Let modesty and sincerity guide you and keep you true to what matters most. Absorb the guidance I provide and allow it to strengthen you from within. Let confidence replace doubt, and let assurance quiet your fears. Start each day by looking for my guidance and keep the promises I offer close to your heart, for they are vital and life-affirming. When you speak out your needs or share your thoughts quietly, know that your words carry weight and importance. Every sincere moment connects you with a network of care and support. I care deeply about you, and this care is a constant, dependable presence in your life. Maintain hope and remain open to the possibilities that every new moment can bring, as each day is an opportunity for growth and renewal. Your sincere pleas have reached me, and I acknowledge every concern you have expressed. I have listened carefully to the words you have offered, and I see the challenges that you face each day. I want you to understand that my support is constant, and I stand by you through every trial and every moment of doubt or worry. Know that my guidance is available to help you move forward. I encourage you to keep a hopeful outlook, even when circumstances seem uncertain. Share this message with someone who might also benefit from a reminder of steady care. Now take a measured step forward with determination, leaving behind hesitation and distractions that may hinder your progress. I walk beside you in every step you take, offering practical help and unwavering presence in times of hardship. When the world appears confusing and unpredictable, rest assured that I remain a dependable source of comfort and stability. I recognize the fears that sometimes grip your mind and the concerns that weigh on your heart, yet nothing can disrupt the connection we share. My commitment to you is firm and enduring, providing a foundation of trust that no external force can break. At every juncture of your life, I offer clear guidance that is practical and grounded. Even when news appears unsettling or when opinions around you spark doubt, do not let these voices disturb your inner calm. Understand that any message of uncertainty you may hear is not a reflection of your future, for I have set a path designed for growth and stability. I want you to keep these assurances close as a steady reminder that your well-being is safeguarded. When you feel overwhelmed by the challenges of daily life, remember that the concerns you experience are temporary, and my support is ever present. I ask you to release your worries and put aside the heavy load of past mistakes. Instead, embrace the opportunity for a new beginning, one that is built on the foundation of trust and commitment that we share. Let go of any feelings of guilt or regret, for they only serve to slow you down. Every step you take is an opportunity to move forward with clarity and purpose, supported by the certainty that my care for you is unwavering and complete. This assurance strengthens your resolve and fuels your progress every day with pure conviction. When you encounter obstacles, remember that you have the strength to overcome them. The challenges you face do not determine your worth or the promise of a better tomorrow. Instead, view each setback as a chance to learn and grow, building a resilience that is both practical and enduring. I encourage you to focus on what you can control and to let go of the worries that arise from circumstances beyond your influence. Every difficult moment is a stepping stone towards a future filled with stability and progress. I urge you to share this message with those who might be struggling as well, so that together, you can find a renewed sense of hope. Take time to reflect on your accomplishments, however small they may seem, and use them as a reminder that each day brings new opportunities. Trust that the path you follow has been carefully laid out, and that every decision you make is a part of a larger plan for your well-being. Hold on to this understanding and let it inspire you to move forward steadily and with purpose. Remember always that each challenge is an opportunity to strengthen your resolve and build lasting growth beyond measure. Do not allow fear to rule your thoughts or actions. The uncertainty you feel in moments of doubt should not lead you to question your ability to succeed. Instead, take comfort in the knowledge that every challenge is met with a response designed to help you succeed. I ask you to set aside the habit of clinging to worries and instead focus on the practical steps you can take. Your journey is marked by progress, and each experience, whether positive or difficult, contributes to a clearer understanding of your path. I encourage you to release the hold of past errors and to welcome new beginnings without hesitation. Every decision you make, every small step taken, reinforces the stability that supports your future. Do not let the negative opinions of others cloud your judgment, for your worth is evident in the strength you show every day. Allow yourself the freedom to move forward without the weight of unnecessary doubts. Embrace the opportunities that lie ahead, confident in the support that is always available to you. This is the moment to act with clarity and to trust in the power of steady progress. Step forward now with unwavering, clear determination. Always be mindful that doubts and negative thoughts may arise, but do not let them take root in your mind. Instead, cultivate a habit of seeking out practical solutions and realistic goals. I urge you to consider each moment as a chance to build on the progress you have already made. Reflect on your experiences and allow the lessons learned to guide you forward. Do not be swayed by the opinions of those who do not understand your journey. Your value is not defined by external criticism, but by the strength and perseverance you demonstrate every day. Take time to appreciate the small victories, for they add up to significant progress over time. Remember that every step you take is a part of a larger story, one that is uniquely yours and full of potential. Embrace the process of growth, knowing that setbacks are temporary and can lead to further development. Trust that the guidance you receive is grounded in the commitment to your well-being, and let this reassurance empower you to act with resolve. Allow your inner strength to shine through every obstacle and use each experience as a building block for a brighter, more determined future. With steadfast hope, your ongoing journey is marked by moments of quiet progress and small but significant victories. Do not underestimate the power of consistent effort, for each step forward contributes to a larger, meaningful change in your life. It is important to recognize that challenges, while sometimes overwhelming, are opportunities in disguise to strengthen your character and refine your approach. I encourage you to remain patient and persistent, even when the path ahead is not immediately clear. Trust that the guidance you receive is based on a sincere commitment to your growth and well-being. In times when the future appears uncertain, hold fast to the knowledge that every decision you make builds towards a more secure and hopeful tomorrow. Let your actions be deliberate and grounded in the understanding that progress is a gradual process. Each moment of effort, no matter how small, is a testament to your resilience and determination. Remember that even in the face of setbacks, your ability to adapt and learn will serve as the cornerstone of your continued success. Continue to trust in your inner strength and remain open to the lessons each experience offers. Knowing that every challenge faced is an opportunity for true personal development, every decision you make is a reflection of your inner resolve. Each action contributes to the steady unfolding of your future. I want you to understand that your journey is not measured by isolated moments, but by the consistent effort you put forth over time. It is natural to feel uncertain at times, yet these feelings are only temporary and do not define the course of your life. Embrace the process of moving forward, even when progress seems slow or imperceptible. The commitment you have shown in overcoming difficulties is a testament to your strength and capacity for growth. Focus on the present and let go of the burdens that come from dwelling on past mistakes or worrying about what might happen. Your potential is vast, and the path before you is filled with opportunities for meaningful improvement. I encourage you to be patient with yourself and to recognize that every step, no matter how small, is a valuable part of your overall progress. Trust in the process and allow your experiences to teach you the true meaning of resilience and determination. Keep moving forward, accepting each lesson as a step toward a stronger, more confident self. With gratitude, remember that your inner light is not diminished by the challenges you face but grows stronger with each trial. The energy you invest in overcoming obstacles contributes to the brightness of your journey. I encourage you to value your progress and to view setbacks as temporary disruptions rather than permanent obstacles. Let every difficult experience remind you of your capacity to recover and to improve. It is important to remain focused on your goals and to trust in the process of gradual, meaningful change. Even when you feel weighed down by the struggles of the present, know that every effort you make is part of a larger pattern of progress. I ask you to release any lingering doubts about your potential and embrace the steady improvement that comes from persistent effort. By sharing this message with others, you help spread the understanding that challenges are surmountable and that resilience is built one day at a time. Continue to move forward, taking comfort in the fact that every experience contributes to a more defined and successful future. Hold on to hope and let every small step reaffirm your belief in the positive future that awaits you. With true conviction, focus on the present moment, for it is here that you have the power to shape your destiny. Do not allow the shadows of past mistakes or the uncertainties of what lies ahead to cloud your vision. I invite you to let go of any lingering fears and to embrace the clear, practical steps that will lead you forward. Recognize that setbacks are not failures, but rather lessons that guide you toward a better understanding of yourself and your capabilities. Your daily efforts, no matter how modest they may seem, are the building blocks of a secure and promising future. Share these words with others who may need a reminder of their own strength and potential. In this way, you not only empower yourself, but you also contribute to the strength and resilience of others around you. Embrace each new day with the understanding that every effort matters and that even the smallest actions can create change in your life and in the lives of those you touch. Let this message serve as a reminder that every challenge, every moment of struggle, is a chance to reaffirm your strength and commitment to your own well-being. The journey you are on is filled with both obstacles and opportunities, and it is your response to these experiences that defines your path. I urge you to keep your focus on what you can change, to take practical steps toward improvement, and to remain confident in the process of gradual progress. Every day offers a new beginning, and with each sunrise, you have the opportunity to make choices that bring you closer to a stable and fulfilling future. Do not be discouraged by temporary setbacks, for they are merely part of the learning process. Instead, see them as building blocks that contribute to a more secure and promising tomorrow. Share this message with others who may need a reminder of their own strength and potential, and know that you are never truly alone on this path. Amen.